Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Thunder and Blood. I did not manage to get the guitar riff, unfortunately. I couldn't find one cool enough to um
Boo.
but hello everybody. Welcome. I see we have another meme poll going. That's great. I love that. Will Jace find a meal? We'll find out
Oh
tonight
God.
on Thunder and Blood. Um
Yes, but high cross. Oh my god, you're gonna die.
You will find out when I find out.
yeah, that's true. So welcome everybody to part 2 of our Cyberpunk Red actual play, our 3-shot that we've got going here for, and it's gonna finish out the remainder of our broadcasting year. So before we get into tonight's episode, just a quick few things to remind everybody. First of all, our hold on, I have to pull up my calendar because I am incapable of knowing when things are unless I have the calendar in front of me. Beyond this week. Um so the final day of Rule of Lore's broadcasting time this year, before we go on to our break, is Friday, December 17th. We will finish out our live broadcasts for the year and go on our break. However, it will not be the last time that you see us this year because, as I announced last week, we have an all goblins one holiday themed one shot, which actually does have a name now. It is called The Gift of Goblins. And Rule of
course.
Lore presents The Gift of Goblins.
That's a great gift to find under your tree.
Exactly. So that will be airing pre-recorded, but it will be airing on Monday, December 20th, at I believe 4 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Some of the cast may be hanging out in chat and watching along with you all. So yeah, speaking of the cast, we will be announcing the cast tomorrow on Twitter. So you should keep an eye out on Twitter for that. The cast is incredible, and I'm very, very excited for you all to see who we got for this fun thing. But as you all know, or maybe just needed a reminder, this whole thing will be GM'd by the one and only Jake Kyle of Q Times. So so Jake will be GMing a hacked honey heist that was done by John, our very own resident bard. I'm very
When
excited.
worlds collide.
I'm very, very excited about this. So will be airing Monday, December 20th, at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and it's gonna be a lot. That the one thing I can guarantee you is that it will be a lot. So uh who things that I'm forgetting, probably. There are probably things that I'm forgetting. Actually, is that everything, Freeman?
That sounds like it. That sounds like everything to me.
Here we are towards the end of the year and I don't remember stuff.
So maybe I'm also forgetting something
Well,
too. Then
the important an important reminder is that after we come back from break, right? So we'll come back from break. That's an important thing to talk about. We will come back from break after a slightly longer winter break than we normally have. We will be back on January 19th with Infinite Horizon. And then the week after that, In Too Deep returns for season 2. So we've been having a chat with Colin recently, and I'm very excited for that all to come back. So we also have um some limited run merch, which I'm gonna put up on screen now. Limited run merch for Thunder and Blood merch. You can get it right now on in our merch store. Of course, you only have until 11:59 p.m. on December 17th to get it. So if you want this dope merch with the logo and everything to remember this show by, you should get on that ASAP. Um, so yeah, we'll keep yelling about that and making sure that you remember, for all of those of you who are like me and do things only at the last minute. Um, so yeah, I think that's everything. I think that might actually be everything this time. Oh, important shout out, of course. The um our show tonight, the sounds on our show are brought to you by Sirenscape. Sirenscape, they have a lot of incredible soundscapes, many of which the ones used tonight were designed specifically for Cyberpunk Red. So I am very, very excited to be using them and have finally brought them to the channel after a long period of time of like, well, is it the right move? The answer is yes. The answer was yes, it was the right move.
Great,
So
love it.
yeah, so check out Sirenscape, and actually, if you go down, if you want to see a full list of credits for everything, all the soundscapes used on the channel, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom of the screen where there's credits, and you can check it out down there. I think I have finally for real, reached the end of our announcements and shoutouts at the top of the stream. So we'll I think save personal promos and stuff like that till the end. And we'll just get into tonight's episode of Thunder and Blood. Live screen. We're just gonna do this because I don't know why that wasn't working. So welcome back, everybody. So, in case you missed last week's episode, a pack of nomads outside of Night City, known as Rolling Thunder, were struggling to establish their reputation to secure work. Complicating matters, what work the pack can get is frequently destroyed or stolen by a group of Raffen Shiv, nomad exiles known as the Wraiths. Their resources dwindling, Rolling Thunder has hinged the survival of their pack on one final job, whose success would establish them as trustworthy contractors. If the job failed, the pack would be forced to choose between leaving Night City and risking unknown dangers in the Badlands, or taking a deal with Biotechnica and shackling themselves to the whims of a corporation. Even if the job goes well, the pack is deeply divided about their future, a growing schism that threatens to tear them apart. Now, previously on Thunder and Blood, an outrider returned to the pack, badly wounded and with news that the Wraiths had attacked their shipment. With their last hope crumbling before their eyes, leadership bickered over what to do, and tension grew within the pack. Unbeknownst to their leaders, a small team of misfits questioned the outrider and took matters into their own hands. The team consisted of Jace, a young eccentric tech, Rush, a rebellious expert driver, the quirky, mysterious netrunner Smirks, and the brother-sister solo duo Delta and Calypso. Together, they drove into the desert to retrieve the pack's last hope for survival and complete the job. So when we last left off, y'all had on the information given to you by the wounded outrider from the pack, y'all had gone out into the desert to an old abandoned Militech outpost from the kind of remnants from the Fourth Corporate War, during the time when Militech and Arasaka were dueling it out over Night City, in the hopes of finding an armored vehicle that might help you in your attempt to bring back the cargo that would be Rolling Thunder's last hope to establish themselves here in Night City. And when you arrived, you found that the place was defended by a security network controlling several security drones. During which time, while Delta and Calypso did a quick perimeter, the others accidentally tripped a security system, and while Smirks was deep diving into the net architecture to try to gain control of the outpost security systems, Rush and Jace were basically just sort of trying not to get shot. In the end, the net architecture was taken over by Smirks. The drones subdued, and Rush and Jace were able to to bring their expertise to bear to begin to take a look at this APC that had been left over. A bit of a junker as far as things go, not in great shape, but hopefully, y'all will be able to do something about that. So, where we pick up right now, we have Delta and Smirks who are sort of keeping watch, while Rush and Jace are sort of getting elbows deep into the guts of the APC. And I'm gonna say, Calypso, what are you doing at the moment? Because I know you're not near
Running away
Smirks.
from
Yeah.
Smirks.
I about turned and just definitely left Smirks because Smirks freaks Calypso out. But I'm probably going to take this time to do a sweep of inside the building, because we heard some like drones moving about in there, but they all seem to have deactivated. So I just want to make sure it's completely clear.
Yeah, you can kind of quickly move. There's not too much to the building itself, as the upper story is largely destroyed. There's not too much to see up there. So the ground floor, as you start kind of skirting kind of from room to room, checking, the most you're able to find is that you do see the other two drones, both of which only just a couple of meters from their docking ports. As you walk over, you can see that both of them still completely intact. Like, they're still active. Like, you can see the running lights on them, but like the rotors aren't going. They're just sort of on the ground.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see that they like the running lights on the side of them. All of them are just sort of are in green. So the drones are just in a sort of standby mode.
Okay. Yeah, I won't mess with that. They seem fine.
They're sleeping. Let's
Seem fine for
let
now.
them sleep.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. If there's nothing interesting or suspicious, I'll just like meet back with Rush and Jace. I'm still keeping a good wide berth away from Smugs.
Fair enough. So Jace and Rush, the two of you are sort of currently like opening the like service
Ooh.
panels on the APC.
Oh, this thing's nasty.
It's shit. It's absolute shit. And Jason just like blows a giant bubble and it pops. And pops another one.
You ever seen
No.
anything as bad as this?
No, I have, but this is something. This is a little different. This is special. This is crazy. Excuse me.
Perfect.
All right. So gonna have you roll here. Gonna have you roll
yeah.
some tech here just to see.
Cool.
And I believe there's also
Where's my D20?
Rush
Or not D20.
you can probably assist here
Yeah.
with I'm gonna have you make your own check too, because you have some relevant skills for this.
Yeah, I have land vehicle tech. I guess that would probably be the best for this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
So Freeman, I'll need you to roll a tech check for me.
Yeah, okay. Is this are we just doing an overview looking, or are we trying to actually now get into the guts?
Right now you're just trying to assess what the job is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I also have basic tech and land vehicle.
Okay.
Tech.
Great.
Do I add just one or both? Just one.
I think just one. Pick whichever one is highest.
I think the land tech is the one I'm gonna or land vehicle tech is the one I'm gonna choose.
Sounds good.
I got a 13.
Cool.
Sea vehicle tech. Oh, that's cool. I forgot that there's sea vehicles here.
I feel like right now Rush and Jace are like cannot be spoken to. Like, we are both so focused that nothing else is being paid attention to.
Glitch of the ride had been like, hey, is anything can help Hey, is there anything I can help with? Anything
Rush
I
just
can...
like swats
No?
your hand away if you start to
Okay.
like reach for something.
Hold on to this
Don't
just
touch
real
that.
quick. Hold on to this.
Okay.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, thank you. I got a 20.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the two of you just sort of like digging around inside, like getting some lights in there, trying to see what's going on. It doesn't take you more than about 5 minutes looking around on the inside of that thing to know that that thing is not going anywhere without a complete full overhaul. Like you'd practically have to replace the entirety of the inside of this thing. You'd have to probably like salvage a fair number of the working vehicles in the Nomad motor pool to like get this thing working again. Um,
Hmm,
Pretty much at this point, this APC is a lost cause.
Oh no.
it's fried. Do you
Oh,
think we
but
could repurpose any of the parts? Maybe any of the weaponry we could take with us?
you took the words right out of my head. Stop doing that. Yes, absolutely. I think we could definitely take some pieces off of this. I mean, it's not using it and no one else is, so why can't we?
Delta's gonna like kick at a drone and be like, "Can we get anything out of these?"
Some pretty good intact ones inside.
I need to look at them right now. Calypso, I'll take that. Thank you for holding that.
Can you take a look at one that's not
Was it like a
up and
completely
moving?
unrelated piece that you handed
Okay.
Calypso?
No, it's like a tool, like a
No,
wrench.
I would have been like, hold this, and it was like a screw that wasn't a pen attached to it. You're like, there you go, you're helping. Like that's
None of them
Can
will be
I-
moving.
Can we
None of
like can I like do a roll to see like what kind of weapons we could salvage off this, or like any kind of like any parts that would be useful to us? Specifically, I'm looking for weapons, but
I will tell you right now, this thing does not have much in the way of weapons. Like there's like
boo.
there is like a mounted gun on it, but like there's no way to get that off without like some specialized equipment to like a hoist to like lift it off and like move it. Like you could detach it, but there's no way to move it with just like you.
It's too big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
Okay.
Uh, most you might be able to get out of it is probably there might be some like ammo drums in there that you could probably still like salvage some stuff from, but otherwise it's yeah. I will say, so Delta, you're keeping watch. I'm gonna have you give me a perception here.
just knocked a bunch of dice over. It's fine. Hold on. Okay, D10 and what do I add to this? What do I have? My intellect is not great, but I do have some perception, so that's good. Okay. Okay. That's 14.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're kind of like listening to all this kind of happening behind you, you glance out into the desert, and you can kind of see from the direction of like the main highway, where you all kind of came from. You see, very clearly like a dust cloud, and it is coming closer. It is coming
She kind of
towards
like,
you.
I think, with her fist bangs on the side of the door and says, "We've got company incoming." And I'm gonna pull
Oh.
out my rifle and try to see if I can get a closer look from here.
From here, you're like you can see where the dust cloud is coming from, but because of the topography of the immediate area,
Fair,
it's
fair.
hard to
Okay.
like. Yeah, you don't have much of a vantage point
That's
here.
cool.
So yeah.
Is this? You said the whole second floor is gone. Is any of this building scalable, or is
You
there
could
higher
definitely
ground nearby?
you can definitely try it. Like
I
so
think I'm gonna
it's
give that a shot.
so what it is essentially is like there's like there's the like the garage bay where you currently are standing,
Mhm.
and that is attached to the building, the main building,
Okay.
via like a skywalk. um
Cool.
and the second floor of that building is pretty much destroyed. But like you could probably get on top. You could try to get on top of the garage bay, or you could like see what like the floor is still probably intact up over there. It's just yeah.
Just the roof and everything.
Yeah, the roof and walls are not in great shape.
If I was given a boost by my very tall brother, could I get up just from where we are
Yeah,
here?
you'd still have to probably climb, but yes.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just right here. Let's just do it here.
Mhm.
And I'll
Okay. I'll just immediately. I think the music had to go like. I'm
yeah,
guessing
you
low
see
tide.
you yeah, you see like you watch Delta look in the rifle, look annoyed, and then Calypso's already there, really
Yeah.
like ready to
ready to
move.
boost
Yeah,
boost
okay.
Delta up.
All right.
So would that be, let's see, like a dexterity or
I think is there actually climbing? I feel like there is.
There. Sorry, I'm looking at my
No, there
thing.
isn't.
I have for skills I have athletics, but for like main stats, I was dex, or would it be like move or body?
I think this would be a.
Athletics. It says skill.
Isn't it
athletics,
athletics
skill
is
for
a-
jumping and climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry,
Hmm.
what? Athletics, I believe, is a dex skill, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then, yeah, it'd be dex athletics. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Not a great roll, but that's okay. That's 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of like just sort of with oh, and
Boost.
I would say that's like with Calypso's help, that's definitely like you get to add like I'd say probably that's at like a 2 on that.
Okay.
So like yeah, easily you're able.
18.
Yeah, you get kind of boosted up to sort of like one of the like some of like the conduits that are like running along the side of the building as you kind of like grab onto them, pull yourself up, and just start sort of slowly scaling. You pull yourself up to the roof, and as you kind of roll over onto the top, looking through your scope, you can see there's a couple of there's a couple of vehicles, one of which is a motorbike and the other one is a buggy, and they they do look familiar. They look familiar to you.
As in home familiar, or these are problems we've
No,
encountered
this
before?
is like probably like Rolling Thunder vehicles.
Oh. I think we're about to be in trouble in case anyone cares. But not like
Trouble like
we're about to get grounded, I think.
Okay.
Can we hide? Is hiding an
Uh,
option?
I think it's a bit too late to hide.
why don't we salvage whatever we can and then hit the road?
Hit the road.
Run away.
They're
Get
gonna
out
be
of
here.
here.
They're gonna see us leave. They're gonna
Yes,
be
they're definitely
here
gonna see us leave
right
and-
very quickly here.
All right. Well,
Getting a bit late anyway.
maybe they can help us. Maybe they're joining the party.
More
Either
the
way,
merrier.
we can't leave these drones unattended. And Jace's just gonna go and look at the drones while everyone else is doing stuff too.
Okay, I'm gonna see what I can salvage from this thing that would be helpful for like other crew vehicles or like other just other
Yeah.
stuff.
And I'm gonna prep myself. I'm gonna prep myself to be the face of the group because it seems like we're gonna have to do some talking.
Marcus is backing off and staying kind of not in any direct line of sight from like any open door or something.
Fair enough.
Not that anyone's thoughts mean anything to Delta, but she is going to hide on the roof so no one tells her anything. she is not hiding from reprimanding. She is being tactical.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, obviously, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes just a few more minutes. During which time, Rush, you're able to solve some of the ammo drums.
Okay.
There's not too much left. There's maybe about probably, I would say there's probably about 75 solid rounds in the for like a heavy mounted weapon in there.
Awesome.
Yeah, like there's not too much left in there, but you're able to grab some of it.
Rush is absolutely filthy at this point.
Yeah.
Our shirt is like covered in grease and like just is gross.
Yeah. By the time you're done, you've kind of done that. You can see as the buggy and the motorbike pull up. And you recognize a few of the people as you recognize a few of the people in there, but most notably, among them is surprisingly Cesar is with them. And you see as he just sort of like waves and hops out of the buggy and walks over.
Hi.
Sorry about that. Sorry to startle you. We
No, you're good. Definitely had a few snipers pointed at you, but you know it's fine. We're ready.
When Delta sees who it is, they look up and Delta, there's like the point of a gun and like this much of Delta, and she goes like that.
yeah.
Hey.
He says, no, they Leon sent us out to gather up whatever might be left over after the ambush, and we were just making our way to the ambush site, and then we heard the gunshots. Figured worth
Yeah.
checking out. Everything okay?
Yeah, we just tripped some drones that were, I guess, guarding this place and this unit, but it was dealt with pretty quickly. Rush gave it a few good shots with her pistol, and I think Smirks did
Knocked it.
something.
Knocked it
I
right
did
back
a
to
lot
sleep.
of the work. Come on, give me the credit here. You would be shredded cheese by now.
Yum.
You heard them.
Well, that's good. I'm glad everybody is okay. Well, we have a few minutes, but you came out here for this thing. He kind of points to the APC. He's like, any luck?
No, it's garbage.
Managed to salvage some ammo, but that's about it.
It would need to be brought back to the shop, but it's probably too big and
I think it'd be worth hauling back, but not right now.
You see another figure steps up behind Cesar. This an elderly woman, probably like standing, probably about 5 foot tall, just sort of like not like very like just wiry and like gritty looking, but
Mhm.
she just sort of steps up, and you recognize Jedviga, and she just sort of looks. She says, "No, it's not worth bringing home. There's no bringing that back. You'd need big cranes or big truck. Not happening."
Heard you, Vigo.
Wish we still had a big truck.
Cesar says, "It's possible. It's possible that they may have left the combi back at the ambush site, but I doubt it. It's
Yeah, probably not. That's all right.
that said, there's possibly another answer, maybe a better one. He says, Rick, what? Show them what you got." And you see one of the other nomads who like, a very like tanned individual, which means nothing because most of his upper torso is, you can see is synth skin, and you can see that because all he is wearing is just a like open vest, like a big, just like a open leather vest. He's got like sort of scraggly brown hair that is just kind of, you're not sure if it's blonde and dirty or just actually just that brown, but he walks up, and then his most notable feature is the small the small alligator that just sort of hangs out on his shoulders. One of the
Cool.
cloned specimens that is, if you ask him about it, he says, he'd say something to the effect of, "Courtesy of our friends over at Biotechnica." And but yeah, you see as he walks over, he's got like a pad in front of him, and he's just, right, so he says, so we been in contact with Hexcaster, a name that you recognize as like being as like a lone net runner who just kind of hangs out here in the Badlands, occasionally pops in information to to the odd nomad.
Smirks' display sticks out like a tongue emoji.
Yeah. Yeah. Rick walks up and shows you, says, Hexcaster's found something that might be of interest to you. Right here. And he shows you where there is you see like basically like a topographical readout of the area.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's showing you like as it's sort of zooming in so you kind of get your bearings. There's a single point on it. He says, and there's an old crashed trauma team AV out here. Might be able to take that. It's like I said, crashed, but it might be worth repairing. Probably a lot better than this hunk of junk over here.
Any idea what tools might be best?
I've got something in the buggy you can take a look at. See what have your pick. Just make sure to get it back to me when you finished.
Oh, promise. Triple promise.
Jace is a tool void. You're never getting that back. Come on, you know this.
I don't know what you are talking about, Smirks.
Well, no time to waste then. Let's go take a look at this thing before someone else gets to it.
Cesar, as you're going, Cesar like walks over to you, Calypso, and says, "So I was thinking, you have any idea about doing recon on the Wraith's base? Are you giving any thoughts to this?"
Yes, that's actually honestly the plan. We're going to see. This seems to be like a good midway point where we could move back and forth between the potential base. I guess we don't have that confirmed just yet, and I guess a safe space. So we do want to take a look around first and see if we can scope out what kind of equipment, weaponry, numbers that we're going to be dealing with first. Are you going to be joining us, or you're just purely here to see if you can what you can salvage from the site?
That's what we were ordered to do, but I think Rick has it
Here.
handled.
It's your cover story.
For now, yes. You said something about drones?
Yes, I don't know if Jace has pulled them apart already, but there were drones out here that's been guarding this place. They're all out of commission now, thanks to, and he just points at Smirks.
You can say my name. Come on, use it. Put it in your mouth.
Anyway, yeah, you can find the drones just around the place. I think there are a couple inside. One's just there. I think actually you can probably see some bullet holes that Rush left in it. Yeah, pull them apart, do whatever you need.
Actually, I was
unless
thinking.
Jace has got into them.
I was actually thinking if you neutralize them, they might be able to be used. You might be able to use them for some recon.
Oh. Jace, do you think that's a thing that can happen?
Now that's an idea.
That is great. That's a good idea.
Doesn't Smirks have control of them now? I guess
I
I'm
do.
climbing down from the roof.
Much easier than getting up there. Assisted by
Oh,
gravity.
Sacrificing that view, huh?
Yeah, I got bored.
I can make them do anything besides dance the cha-cha. So honestly,
And you
it's-
could make up the slack for that, so we're good to go.
I have my ways. We'll talk later. Jason is gonna
Oh my
look.
I'm going to have to. I'll take a look at them with you, and we can see what we can do. Some of these drones sometimes have a failsafe built into them, so if they are in some way compromised, they will stop working at a certain point. We'll have to take a look, and I'll take them apart and see if I can get that failsafe out.
Smirks, did you see any idea of how many there are here in this facility? Can you see that?
Did I get a number on that, or just
On
the how
drone
many
numbers?
Drones. There's 3 total. One of them is
Three.
busted, could be repaired, but it would take a while, and then the other 2 are still intact.
Okay.
just 3.
Okay. Probably won't need more than that. Let me I'll try to fix them up and we can see what we can do. Going to have the problem of you're going to need some sort of short range transmitter to the drones. If you're going to be taking them out of here, I'll have to pull them out of network in order to get them to work. I think I might have a few things in the buggy, and maybe we can salvage something from the antenna in this place and bring it with us. We'll see what we can do.
All of that is way over my head. So yeah, please.
Okay.
Don't worry. The smart people have it covered. It's fine.
I'm smart. Just not in that way.
Where's the antennae?
Usually those things are not too far away from the main hub. Let's take a look. It shouldn't be too far to find it.
Okay.
And then you kind of like go in like looking for those things. In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing?
Vibing.
Fair, yeah.
Staring at Calypso from like just sitting in a spot and just staring at Calypso wherever he moves.
Calypso like probably like just checking his cybernetic arm is still like okay. Like he usually just does like I guess the best idea of it is diagnostic, just to make sure that it's in working condition, because he definitely does bang out quite a bit. So often you'll look up and just see Smirk staring at him.
Hello.
Delta's sitting right next to you and goes,
He really freaks me out.
I'm kind of warming up to him. He's fun.
Okay, you always want the weird ones.
Yeah.
I think Rush is like trying to. I think Rush is with Jace, like as he's figuring out the drones and just kind of like watching and like trying to figure out what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah. So like basically they like right now like on like a table inside the like what's left of the outpost, Jace and Cesar have like taken apart one of the drones, and Cesar is currently like tinkering around on the inside of it. He looks over, he says, "See this right here? This is what you're looking for. This thing right here, this and he like removes like a basically like what appears to be just a small little like microchip from it and just takes it out and says, "This thing this is the failsafe that they install in these things, so if they're ever taken outside of the of their local net architecture, they will shut down. And if you want to hijack these things, this is what you need to get rid of. You always check for one of these.
I didn't know you were
Good.
so knowledgeable about these kind of things.
You pick up a thing or two living on the streets of Night City."
Mm.
True. I can do the next one, I think.
Here you go. He like hands you a couple of tools and just says, go ahead and bring it right over here, and you can get started. That space is yours. And he said, "I'll put this one back together."
I'll do the one that's damaged, so just in case I mess up, it's not a loss. What would I give for an extra pair of arms, though?
You want me to give you a hand? Two
Uh,
of them.
Hey, good.
You just said you wanted an extra set of hands. What? These not good enough?
Here, hold on to this part right here.
Rush takes it, looks at it for a second, sets it down, and then just
Jace does not
continues to
even
walk.
notice.
Yeah.
Jace is just like
Fucking
No.
weird kid.
Yeah, so you Smirks, while you're sitting where you're kind of still out in like the garage bay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you're sitting out there, you gradually become aware that you were being observed. And as you turn to look, you see that Yadviga is just staring, like zero expression. She's just looking at you.
I know that I'm staring, but it's quite rude to notice and like just keep staring at people like this. Can I help you?
No.
All right, fine. Just gonna go turn back and look at stare Calypso.
Yeah.
You're interrupting my staring with your staring. Excuse you.
God, why are you staring so loud? God, I'm trying to control my staring.
So yeah, she just sort of, you just hear she just sort of like clicks and just sort of tisks and walks away. Goes back to the buggy where you can see the others. So she rejoins Rick, and you recognize some of the others that are with them. You see Omitade, who is he claims to have been a pirate briefly, but he like just a jolly large black man, just just his laugh makes him alone. He laughs easily and loudly, which is why he never goes on like any kind of
Yes.
covert anything.
Great.
I like this guy immediately.
Yeah, he's just you can hear his sort of like loud, boisterous like belly laugh even from here. And then you see another individual who you think his name is Kevin, but you're not sure. He's
Mystery Kevin.
just like
But even my note says Kevin question mark?
yeah, he's
Can it be like Calypso started calling him Kevin, and like it just kind of stuck.
yeah, sure, why not? He's like is a very like Michael Cera looking type, right? Like the very like awkward, like definitely an adult, but like cursed with baby face, and like
Yeah.
uh
Okay.
wearing just the worst like orange plaid blazer over like a deep kind of blue like synth silk kind of like shirt, like a button shirt, all of which were probably nice at one point, if hideous, but like they're definitely looking a little threadbare these days. um uh
Great.
yeah, you see this crew who are basically just sort of um talking and carrying on. The individual on the motorbike is a sort of like the nomad messenger, basically, known as Neon Annie. Just sort of like bright blue hair, undershave, like undercut, like side shave. Um, just like you can see that there are like some parts of that hair where it's just sort of like it's clearly tech hair, as you see like the like LEDs sort of slowly like shifting color
Mhm.
and like glowing. um but she is currently just sort of digging around in kind of a satchel that she seems to have uncovered from like the dust nearby, and is just sort of digging around in it. um yeah, all of them look like they don't look like they're out on a serious mission to like recover the remains of an ambush. They all look like they're kind of going for a stroll out in the
Yeah, like they're
Badlands,
just like randos,
Yeah.
like walking around.
Yeah, they are a whole group of just colorful folks that you find in the in the Nomad Pack. But
They're the B team and we're like the E team.
that's even less generous than I was with you guys. I said D team, but
Oh,
We failed to find a functioning truck, so we've dropped in rank.
yeah.
fair
Yeah.
enough. So
We still can. We still could find one.
I would like turn to Delta and to be like, according to Cesar, they might be accompanying us. Do you want to see who we're going to be working with, and kind of like gestures at that group. Oh, can't hear you.
Have I met any of them before? She looks around at all of them, hoping that Calypso will know if she's interacted with any of these people.
I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I recognize Kevin. Kevin?
Are you sure that's his name?
He hasn't corrected me, so I'm going to say yes.
He's too polite to.
Mhm.
Do you know his name?
No, it's funnier if you don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure his name's Kevin. Known him for a
Right.
while,
Kevin, right? Okay.
but I'm
Looks
like
like a
90% sure.
Still 10% of doubt.
Yeah, but 10% of doubt is, almost everything we do in life.
Honestly, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go check them out and see if they seem a bit too lax.
Oh yeah, they're not coming in. If there's any action, these people can't. I mean, like, they should stay back if there's any kind of firefight.
I mean, I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover. For all I know, they could be like sharpshooters. I don't know, but I just want to make sure that they are ready going in to hopefully rescue some people. Don't want to have to rescue 3 more.
would Rush know like the fighting capabilities of these people? Like, 'cause
Yeah, I mean,
I know them pretty well.
Omitade and Rick are like they can handle themselves. Like
Mhm.
Kevin is mm,
Kevin.
Kevin is Kevin. Is an ex corpo who tried and failed to become a fixer in Night City. And ended up out here in the Badlands.
Mhm.
Um, he just didn't have the contacts that he needed in Night City and just couldn't cut it as a fixer. Um, Yadviga is Yadviga has a storied history.
I'm in love with her already.
Like,
Whatever you
yeah.
say, I'm already in love
but
with her.
and that's very clear. But the only way that you would know that is just from the occasional details about herself that she lets slip, and then does not explain.
Yes.
Oh, I want to
Love
be
that.
her when I grow
Okay.
up. Caitlin and also Delta.
Yeah. The rumor is that she was once a member of like a a Euro booster gang.
Of course.
But like
Sick.
nobody knows. That's the rumor, but
Yeah.
like nobody knows for sure.
Okay.
Annie is capable as a driver, and can handle herself in a firefight at least as well as like anyone can.
Mhm.
But is not exactly like combat spec. So
Mhm.
Okay. Clips is gonna just walk up to the group and
mhm.
like put an arm around Kevin, like just best friends.
Oh, hey, hi.
Hey Kevin, how you doing?
Hey.
So you're all here just to do salvage some stuff, or you're gonna help out with the whole hopefully rescue mission?
Omitade just sort of looks at you and says, "I'm actually well, I'm not sure exactly. We're just sort of following Cesar. Um, it says we checked out the ambush site already. Um,
Didn't find anything?
it's pretty ugly. I mean,
Ugh.
it's they torched a few of the vehicles and the combi was taken, but as far and there's a few he kind of glances back where you can see like on kind of like the back of the buggy you can see some like long uh long bundles just sort of strapped to the back of the vehicle. There's two of them. And even from here, as now that you've gotten closer, you can sort of see there is sort of what looks like the beginning of like blood stains starting to like seep through the
Yeah.
and says, he kind of like falls silent for a second and just sort of his face normally very like you know uh joyful and bright sort of like takes on a sort of darker tone. But uh Rick says, good news is though, they these were the only corpses we found.
Exactly. That does mean that chances are they have been kidnapped, hostages, something like that. So there are people to save. So
That's what we're thinking. uh and at this point Yadviga says, or they were taken to eat as food.
all that, yes, I suppose that's an option. But that also means I don't know about them, but I usually store my food, like it fresh, store it somewhere. So hopefully they're still alive, or at least the majority. So still people to save. Silver lining.
Human
Glass
meat
half
not
full.
keep well.
Exactly. So that's why they want to keep them alive. So that's just more reason why there are people to go to save. Right, Yudviga? He's just like staring at Yudviga like,
I don't know.
right?
I don't
No,
know.
okay. I'm just hoping for something positive.
As soon as Yadviga said the thing about eating them, Delta immediately looked at Smirks because she wanted to see how they react. Like immediately would have like
Smirks like had perked up at that.
Oh yeah, oh,
honestly.
okay,
Like,
yeah.
they were like,
and then if
Huh?
that is the case, then Delta was not disappointed.
So you yeah, as you're there, Annie looks up and she says, I'm not really Um, I don't know that we're planning on coming with you. Mostly, I just wanted to see if there was anything worth salvaging here, just for some keepsakes or something.
Got some ammo.
Ooh, let me see. And she sort of
Yeah.
leaves, drops the kickstand on the bike and walks over.
I think I would have put it in like if there's any kind of anything I can use as a container in the space, like I would use. Otherwise, I'd probably have to scrounge through my van and find like a sack to just shove it all in.
Yeah, no, and yeah, as she comes over and looks at it, she says, "Oh, actually, some of this looks pretty good. Yeah." And she takes it from you and looks and says, "Mind if I put it in the buggy, just so that way we can make sure it gets back quickly?"
Oh yeah, feel free to take my ammo.
Great. And it just turns around and says, "Are you're sure you're okay? That's I can, because you can keep it with you if you want."
Feel free to take whatever you like.
Okay. She takes it back. And at which point Kevin's like, "Guys, I don't think we should be out in the open like this. Can we go back? I mean, we finished our job, right?"
Kevin, I mean, at least take a look around. This building half collapsed, but honestly a good sight to see. Do you want to take a look around?
Rusty buildings make me
We can
nervous.
point out-
What
Lot
doesn't
of
make you nervous,
tetanus.
Kevin?
Yeah, exactly. Tetanus and all kinds of things, unstable supports, and I don't know.
Kevin, did you choose to come out with this group, or were you forced to?
Omitade told me that I should, and it would be good for me. And I thought, wow, that's a really good point. And then we left, and I was like, oh, this was a terrible idea.
Okay. Okay, Kevin. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna pat
Does
Kevin.
Kevin have any weapons? Like, what is Kevin like? What's Kevin equipped
Kevin
with?
has a handgun that is sort of strapped to his side, strapped to his hip, that
Mhm.
does not look like he put it there himself.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't look like it's loaded at all. Maybe it's just there.
It's
I was gonna be
probably
"Hey,
loaded,
Kevin,
but
what- are you right-handed, left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Okay, you should put it on this, and I'll just take the gun and put it on the other holster,
Oh,
so it's easier for you to reach to. You know.
okay.
Kevin, let me give you a word of advice. If you ever feel yourself reaching for that, just run and hide.
Yeah, okay. That was my thought. But Rick said that I should that I should just stand. I'll do
Look,
what you
can't.
say.
Yeah, you can't fight anything if you're dead. So
Yeah, always run, always look for cover. I mean, that's just the smart thing to do, but also be ready to use your.
I
gun.
think I'm gonna be sick. And Kevin goes back to
okay.
the goes back to the buggy, and you can see as he puts his hands on the buggy, just so, just like
Jesus just
tried to
wheels
build him
by
up,
on
but
his
he's not getting used
Heelys.
to it.
It's like, or you can wheel away, and he's just got two duffel bags full of junk wheeling towards the buggy.
At which point Cesar, sort of following up, says, "Okay, so we've got good news and bad news. So good news is the drones are ready to go, but the problem is that they're going to be, they're an older model, which means that any kind of transmitter that they're going to have has to be very close at hand, and I know how to operate these kinds of things. I'm happy to come with you to do it."
There's more the merrier.
Rick just looks at me and says, you sure you want to do that, mate? I mean, Leon's gonna get real upset with you.
To be fair, I think Leon's gonna be pretty upset with us anyway. Can't get any worse than that.
You know,
Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Also, as
one
far
time
as
I agree.
I was aware, Leon doesn't know we're here.
Leon will be thanking us when we get back.
The rest of you can just say that Cesar went to bed or something. You haven't seen him. He came back with you. You haven't seen him since.
Omitade nods. He says, "We'll make sure that that this all plays out smoothly. When we get
Don't let Kebum be the one to explain everything. Like, can't lie for shit.
I'm uncomfortable with dishonesty."
Okay,
That's
Kevin. You see the
clear,
pan
yeah.
Kevin's back, rubbing his back, and he throws up.
Like
holding his hair back.
Delta leans into Clips and was like, "You're right. I do remember meeting him."
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
hard not to remember
Yeah,
this
it was-
guy. Yeah,
I think the conversation went almost exactly like this last time. I have no idea what we were talking about, but it did end like this.
Yeah, all of them end up ending like this. I don't know.
I
Honestly,
can hear
at
both
least
of
we
you.
know.
I know.
It's okay. Lay it all out, Kevin. Lay it all out.
At
Uh,
least he's perceptive.
I am
uh,
2 feet away from him.
um, you see as Cesar is like currently like loading stuff, like putting tools back into the buggy, and like has like the transmitter like hefted over his shoulder. He says, "Okay, so," he says, "you make your way back." He says, "If Leon asks any questions, well, it doesn't really matter. You can tell him whatever you want because by the time he knows, it'll be too late for him to do anything. He won't risk any
Yeah,
more
what's he
people
gonna
to come.
do? Ground you?
Yeah, he won't risk any more people to come get us." Uh,
Oh, I love this attitude we're taking with this.
Rick looks at him and says, "You know, mate, that's it's a risky move. You understand that, right? I mean, if you won't send any more people, it means you're out on your own." Um, yes, I know, but it's worth it. Besides, he can yell at me all he wants once we've established ourselves in Night City and we have what we need. I'll take
And
full
if we don't
responsibility.
make it, then he can't yell at you anyways either. So
Because we'll be dead.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
Like Smirk says that, and Yadviga is just nodding, like,
Hmm.
I love that, like, across these two groups, the Delta and Yadviga are both like nodding, like
Yeah.
at the same time starting.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I don't plan on dying. So
Oh, I'd like to not, but what was that about? 10% uncertainty?
Yeah.
Oh, that's uncertain.
I don't like to be quoted.
Omitade says, "Okay, Rick, Yadviga, let's get going." And he just like you can see as he's like with some difficulty like lifts himself up on into the buggy, which sort of like just under the sheer weight of like the muscle, he just sort of like sags on one side. Uh, and Rick just sort of looks up and just sort of scratches the alligator under the chin and goes, "Come on, Loki, let's get out of here." And he
I
like
knew it.
goes.
Fucking knew it.
He,
Oh my god.
he goes and also gets in the buggy, and Yadviga like lowers herself into the driver's seat, and she turns and looks at all of you, and she says, "Just remember, when they start shooting, just start screaming every obscenity you know. Makes them very confused, not know what to do.
Solid advice.
And if they capture you, don't let them
Die
capture
quickly.
you."
I mean, it worked the last time you told me to do that, so
Kevin, are you good? Are you anything left?
he's never
You're-
good.
You're kind of just throwing
he
a
can
bio
just
at
go,
this
I'm
right?
point.
fine.
Are you
I'm
good?
fine. Just
Okay.
let's. Are we finally going home? And nobody answers Kevin. They just sort of. They just
He's
take
been
off.
here for like 35 minutes. Like,
Not even.
He's a sweet kid, but you know.
Uh,
At least didn't barf on my shoes this time.
Yeah, I made sure
I
to
had to
keep
throw those
away.
away. I burned those.
Cesar turns to all of you and says, "Okay, so everybody ready? I've got the coordinates for the AV right here.
I thought you'd never ask.
I'm ready.
All right, let's
Okay,
go."
everybody piss before they get in the car.
The
I
very
haven't drank
important,
anything today. I'm fine.
I've
very
been keeping
important
hydrated.
acknowledgement of bodily functions in an RPG. We have to.
Clips that goes around back, quickly releases.
Okay, everybody roll play.
All right, everybody roll for no.
No.
Who's next? What?
I would like everybody
what's
to roll
your
a bathroom
order?
check.
Everyone
No.
roll initiative.
Hey, do you get on
Who
your
gets to
shoe?
use
or-
the bathroom first?
Oh, it's all over the wall. Damn. I shouldn't have had my Heelys activated.
Or
You
dexterity.
fully lost control of this situation.
I think we're
It's
doing great, actually.
always around bathrooms. That always just.
All right. Anyway,
We're all playing a bunch of shitheads. It has to be this way.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
that's fair. That's completely fair. All
All right, it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but
right. So, you all by this point the sun has like completely set. It is you can just see the sort of distant orange over the horizon. But that probably isn't west of you. That probably isn't. You're probably not seeing the last remnants of the sun. What you're seeing is the light pollution of Night City. So as you all pile into the van and drive off over the desert towards the coordinates that the others brought you. So Cesar is basically like sitting in the back of the van, like tinkering with the transmitter. And he goes, "Okay, says, you, Smirks, here, hold these for a second. I
Yeah.
just hold it up."
Okay.
And he says,
Yeah.
"No, higher. Okay,
Okay.
right, nope, right there. Don't move it." And he's
Okay.
sort of messing with the thing, and he's just, okay. And you see as the transmitter just sort of suddenly just crackles to life, and good. Okay, here, I'll take it.
Okay.
And he takes it and sets it and starts like sets it inside and just starts tinkering with the thing. Okay, this should work. You ready to do a drone test?
Yeah.
All right. I've got the transmitter up and running. Seems to be reading the drones. Go ahead and connect.
Okay. I'll hack into him. Let's do it.
Yeah. You
Love it.
easily you're able to just sort of
Backseat hacking.
yeah, the drones which like on like basically between Cesar and Jace they were able to like remove a couple of the like docks, the drone docks from the actual building itself and secured those very sort of loosely to the top of the van. And
Nice.
as you connect, you see like you kind of have like an overlay vision of the like the drone's camera. And you see the drone just he says you hear Cesar's voice says, "Okay, go ahead and test. We're going to calibrate this. Go ahead and quickly just go ahead and switch on the rotors."
Beep.
Yeah, you can feel like the rotors go like you can see like as the readouts on your display just sort of showing the actual display of the drone. And okay, looks like it's all good. Go ahead and take off.
And to make it take off and do a flip.
Perfect. Yeah, just and just a quick little like loop to loop, which like that though they shouldn't be able to do that because that's not how the like rotors work. But you know,
Yeah.
you manage it. Okay, it looks like this is working pretty well. Camera check. Everything looking okay over there?
Can see everything just fine.
Good. All right. Try to maintain a certain amount of try to maintain about 20 meters from the van and just follow along as we go. And
Okay.
I'll troubleshoot some of the connection here. Yeah. So you are able to do that, no problem. It's not a difficult task, but yeah. By the end of it, the drones have been fully calibrated. And Cesar sort of like says, "Okay, go ahead and bring it back. We'll test the docking."
Okay.
Through all of like the flight testing, after about 30 seconds, Delta got bored because it doesn't involve her and she can't help at all. So she has the rifle out and is like watching them through the scope.
Mm-hmm.
Like really just like no, like she's not gonna shoot it out of the sky, but like she's having
Super
fun
bird
aiming.
watching.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like under her breath, Delta's just like pew pew. Like
Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Like just like literally the most bored sounding like bang, pow, pow. Like she's like just like turns into the air.
Oh.
And if anyone says anything to like attempts to say anything to her, she just says safety's on. The safety's on, don't worry about it. Like
How often do you have to
Lipto's
say
not
that as a
phased.
person?
a lot.
Mm. Good.
honestly, she's the most dangerous of a weapon, but also the most safe. So
I don't
Of
Of course, you'd say that.
I say it a lot. It doesn't mean it's always true.
That's a good one.
Jace changes the station.
Oh yeah, every 30 minutes. I forgot about that.
I guess it was your turn. All
Um,
right.
I love that he paused the timer when we parked, so when we started again, he restarted the exact same timer from where it left off.
um,
I mean, that was the rule. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so y'all reach a ridge, and Cesar says, "Okay, pull up here. We wanna make sure to be safe about this. Let's I doubt we're the only ones who know about the AV."
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'll try to park her somewhere nondescript. Is there somewhere I can park and kind of like hide her a little
pretty
bit?
easily. Like there's basically where you're at right now. There's sort of like a line of bluffs that there's some places where you could easily drive down, but like to the kind of the lower kind of valley of scrubland below you where like the AV is supposed to be. But like up here on the bluff is pretty like it's pretty rocky. There's some like outcrops that you can definitely park the van behind pretty easily. So
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
yeah. Um and yeah, so
It's
you
gonna be a little bit bumpy, folks. And just it just kind of speeds off. I'm assuming I have to drive off the road for this, so it's like we're
at no
just...
point during any of this were you on a road. Like never
Oh, right,
not
right.
since you left the outpost. So like the military
Oh,
outpost.
okay. Well, then never mind.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
this all would have been overland pretty much. So
Cool.
yeah. So yeah, you pull
There's
up.
some big bumps, and we just catch some air a little bit. People in like the very back, just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily most Nomad vehicles are like fitted with like suspension and stuff like that, just like extra suspension and things like that.
Oh
Just to
yeah,
keep
I
them,
assume, yeah.
yeah, to make it
Like off-road tires and...
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, the van parked. What are y'all doing?
I mean, Cesar made a good point. We might not be the only ones here to quick look around to see if we can find anyone.
Do I only have one drone, or do I have like
There's two. There's
of
two
them?
drones.
The two of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Sniper, can you take a look and just see what you got around here?
is there enough open, like
Yeah,
from where we are? Can I get a lay of the land
so
from like
looking-
the top of the van or something?
Yeah, looking at the coordinates, the AV has crashed somewhere in the valley below you.
Okay.
So like yeah, there's definitely like you are at a natural vantage point right now.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, yeah. So then I'll prop up with the scope and
Okay.
take a peek around.
Sounds good. Go ahead and give me another perception here.
Okay. First stat I have memorized. Come on. Ooh, hell yeah. That is a 19.
Excellent. So you start kind of like look through your scope. And from what you can see, it's a really good thing that you looked, because where you can see the AV, it's like an old model like trauma team AV that really like even from this distance you can tell it's a very basic model, like not much to it. You can tell that like it crashed, and it does appear to have been abandoned when it crashed, but now there are a couple of vehicles near it. You can see there's movement, but one thing that you can see very clearly is on the side of one of the cars, you see like graffitied on the side, just like you just see wraiths.
Oh, we got ghouls. I don't know. Does it look like they're like camped out there or they're like scavenging?
You don't see any sign of any encampment or anything like that.
Wait, so did you see race, or was you saw them? Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of them mulling around. Right? Is that you guys saw movement?
Yeah, you can see movement, but it's pretty dark at this point. So you can mostly see movement, and you can see like on the side of one of the vehicles, like the graffitied, like yeah.
Yeah, I've got some paint on the side of one of these guys, and can't put a number on how many figures, but there's some moving around. Doesn't look like they're camped, but
okay, that's good at least.
But do we want what they're getting?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want them to get it.
Yeah, they already have enough.
You don't want to wait till they're on their way out, probably, because if they get away, and then
I say we go in quiet.
I'm not against that. Delta, do you want to come down with or stick with your vantage point?
can I
Low
shoot
tide or
from here?
high?
I don't know if I can quite.
Oh, you have a assault rifle, not a
Yeah,
sniper.
I don't have a sniper. Yeah, I
Okay.
I kept making sniper jokes, and now I've
Yeah.
convinced myself I have
You
a
have a
sniper rifle, and I
rifle, too.
don't. No, I
You
don't.
have
I
a
just
sniper scope
I
on
have
a
yeah, I have a
rifle.
scope on a rifle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, she'll come in and with.
I think assault rifles can shoot that far, right? How far away are we? I'm from vantage point now.
You're probably about half a kilometer out.
Yeah, it's far.
Oh,
It's
okay.
that's not
Yeah.
accuracy that I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's
She'd
like
probably. I mean, Delta probably stays out of like up and away from stuff, but not this far.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You would definitely have to get closer in order to like do anything, but yeah.
So I say we go in quiet and take out anyone in the way. There's too many, we run and drive out.
Could I tell how many Wraith vehicles there were, or could I only see the one with the tag on it?
There's the one that you can clearly see the tag on it, but there's another car, looks like a 2-seater.
Okay.
There's like one like one like Hummer looking vehicle, right? Like very like square boxy kind of like
Mhm.
and then the other one looks like a 2-seater sort of car.
Okay. So I
What
could say maybe like.
What if we shoot one
theoretically
of the
there could be-
cars?
I mean, yeah, that was kind of my thought. But like, I could possibly surmise that there could possibly be about 10 people over there. Like, if they loaded up completely.
That'd be a bit of a stretch. I would say that you like maybe like at the most there'd be like 7 or 8 of them.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking like 2 front
pack
seat,
it.
3 middle, 3 back, and then the 2-seater.
No,
okay,
not
cool.
quite. Like because
Okay.
it's like one of the sort of smaller variety of the like.
Got it.
Yeah, it's not like
Got it.
it's not like a big full like military
Okay.
style, like nothing like that.
Sick.
Yeah.
So possibly, yeah. Looking at potentially 7 or 8, maybe more, maybe less, depending on how many people they dragged out here. But
We have more than one drone. We could try to drive their fire away a little bit to distract them for a little while.
I mean, splitting them is always going to be useful. Less for us to deal with if we do run into anyone.
Other alternative is that you try to take them quiet before they even know that you're there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I'd rather go with that. And have everything else as a backup. How does that sound?
Sounds
Okay.
like a good backup.
Oh,
Right?
and just in case things go to shit, he like reaches into his bag and pulls out a frag grenade.
Yeah. Frag grenade and shooting the cars. Those are always great options.
those would be our final stand if shit goes sideways. I'm into that.
Yeah.
He says, my arm is not what it used to be. Somebody? And like holds out the grenade.
Yeah, Calypso grabs it.
Mhm.
I already got a smoke and a flash. Someone to add a frag, and he just clips it to his side.
Smirks his like envying
fingers.
grabby hands. Like, oh man, I wanted it. Okay.
Cesar, do you want to stay here with the van and guard it so that we have a getaway?
Probably a good idea. At least that way.
Yeah.
At least that way we can keep the transmitter out of harm's way.
And if we blow up everybody, you can come just waltz right back in and bring what you need back to camp even without us. So, win-win.
Let's try to.
Jace.
Let's
Calypso
try to.
points at Jace. Jace, are you coming?
J-
Coming with
Jace pulls out his ridiculously flamboyant shotgun and just like blows pops a bubble. I know how to use this.
It hurts to see you hold it, actually.
Can you turn off the LED, please, just real quick? We're
Oh
trying
yeah,
to be-
stealth mode.
Yeah.
Stealth
Thank
mode.
you.
Okay, it's not it's not voice activated. Okay, I'll fix that later. And he manually turns off the bright light.
Oh man, I so want to see you shoot someone with that.
Jace, do you feel comfortable in a situation like this? Be honest. Better to be honest than to be dead.
Yeah.
There's
Alright.
a little bit of hesitation to that. You
If
sure?
he says he's comfortable, he's comfortable. Let's go.
I'm also unsure if you were saying yes to the statement that she made or yes to the feeling comfortable, but
I'm ready for this. I'm not comfortable.
understandable. Let's go. And
All right.
Okay. So, as your
Sneak,
group
sneak, sneak.
Quietly go down.
quietly
yeah, come
quietly
down.
sneaks down the bluff, I think that's where we're gonna take our break.
Break time.
Break time.
Yeah, I love these. I love these hooligans. This is so fun.
All right, everybody. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go ahead and stretch, move your body, whatever you need to do, hydrate. We'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Absolute hooligans behind the scenes here.
Behind and in front.
Behind and in front.
$100
Honestly,
a month
yeah.
on our Patreon. You can come hang out with us during break and hear the
That's what I was
absolute
gonna say. This
You
is
know what?
super
shit we
Patreon.
talk
I am not necessarily opposed to that, but anyway.
True.
All right, everyone. So, when we left off, the crew was approaching a downed AV in the hopes of repairing it and hopefully using it to get back the cargo that was stolen from their clan, or from their nomad pack by the wraiths. So as y'all are sneaking up, the rest of you start to be able to see the vehicles as well as you're sort of sneaking up over the ridge. Excuse me, what happened to my sounds? There they are. Okay. You can kind of hear the muffled voices, just sort of every once in a while carried over the soft breeze, of the wraiths sort of like talking to each other. You can hear the sound of like the kind of ratchet and clanking of tools, as you can hear. They don't appear. It doesn't sound. I'll give you this right off the bat, Jace specifically. It does not sound to you like the sounds of salvage. If anything, it kind of sounds like the wraiths had the same idea y'all had.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can hear like ratcheting sounds. You can hear the sounds of like welding taking place. Every once in a while, you'll hear like carried a little more easily over the breeze the sound of just like profanity, and like yeah. But you all are sneaking up, and for that, I'm gonna need some rolls.
Woo, stealth roll.
Oh boy. Here we
Ooh.
go.
Oh fuck, who's we all stealthy here? Trying to find
Oh,
out.
I'm very stealthy.
I'm very stealthy too.
Decently, I'm decently stealthy.
What is decently stealthy? What is the
I rolled a 1.
what are we?
Oh no.
No.
That's okay.
So
it's,
you know what that means, Olivia. You have to roll it again and subtract from your total roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes, that is
Okay.
how that works.
Not one.
Okay, I only rolled a 3
Okay.
for the
Oh
next
my-
roll. So what's my stealth? Okay, then I have a 9 for stealth.
So
Um,
that's 7 total, I think, right?
No, that's a 9 total.
Oh,
I
9 total.
subtracted.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
No, I have a pretty good
Feedback,
stealth
right?
stat.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I think you probably have a better one than mine, to be honest.
Sorry, Remy. What did you say?
I got 18.
Okay.
I also got 18.
Hey. All right. Cool.
Whoa.
Got 17.
Whoa.
Freeman.
I rolled a 1.
No.
And this is
I love this. This is so good.
Oh my god.
The die has been cast. What do I do? Sorry.
So you
Or
roll
sorry,
it again,
roll
and then subtract that second result from the total. It's like the opposite of an exploding. Isn't it imploding die? I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah.
Imploding
Sure
is the
sucks.
opposite.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
imploding die.
So that's great. So that would put me at
I'm guessing it's a negative.
Come on,
number.
Freeman.
that would put me at a 1 if I'm subtracting it from the total,
Mhm.
which
Okay.
is just my dexterity and my stealth,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
1.
Oh wow. Okay.
Damn these Heelys, baby. Damn 'em.
I love this. I love
So-
this.
Oh my god, dude.
Amazing.
Okay.
Is this a group stealth?
There's no curve, Olivia. There's no. You're not being great on the
Damn.
curve.
This is good. This is good.
That's without a trace anybody.
God.
So, here's what happens. Here's how this plays out. Actually, no, I'll tell you what. Freeman, why don't you tell me how Jace's stealth goes?
Yeah, so Jace is going along. He's being really cool. He's like, oh, I can be stealthy. And he's stealthing. And then, yeah, his Heelys, like, don't go off, but they light the LEDs on the boots, light up, which make him, like, blink. And he's like, shit, turn off.
I will. So, yeah. So, as you're doing that, you look up, and like we'll say that like Rush is trying to like get you to like stop, like
Yeah.
whatever. And as you're finishing that, like you finish like blinking, and you look up, and you are both looking like smack at a wraith who has stopped and is just staring at the two of you, like frozen in this moment of like all of you just equally surprised. He's just sort of like just standing there, like hood up. You can see like the tech mask over his face, just sort of as he's just sort of staring at you. And then you're frozen in this moment. And then he just like turns and starts to like yell over his shoulder.
I want to take him out.
All right, we're rolling
Yeah.
some initiative.
Okay.
Fuck, dude.
Would I be able to, quick question, just because this will affect what I do.
Mhm.
Would I be able to, is this initiative after he's called for help already?
This is all kind of happening simultaneously. It depends on his initiative here. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll that die again.
Is it
Yeah, right.
sorry? Is it a dex? Is it just a dex roll
Yeah,
unless you
just
have a skill in
dex.
it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, just dex. I think. Yeah, no, just a reflex. Sorry, reflex.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
it?
Oh, right.
Is that under?
Keep rolling so bad. I have such good
Okay.
stats here.
Oh, hell yeah. I exploded.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So
Tell me when you want numbers, Lucas.
I will do that momentarily. Let me
Yeah, no worries.
set myself up here with
I
that.
didn't explode, but
I just didn't want to start yelling numbers at you.
I mean, you could, but I would not write them down. So
No, I'm aware. Yes.
You
not that
yelling
close.
the same number over and over.
Yeah. 7. That's not the number that I rolled, but you know.
that's okay. I wasn't listening anyway.
I know. That's why I said it. Okay.
What type of skills initiative is it?
Reflex, but it's not a skill. It's a.
It's just
Uh,
like
Horse
your
stats.
main stats.
Yeah.
One of
Alright.
the-
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah. What did I'll just sort of go around. And we'll start with Drac. What did you get? Or actually,
27.
27. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Nice, baby.
Okay.
that's a number.
Did anybody get any higher than that?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay, never mind.
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay.
No, I
Cool.
didn't.
So that actually does interesting. Okay, cool.
Perfect.
All
It's all going
I
according to
got
plan.
very high reflexes.
right. Next down. Who do we got?
Got a 15.
I also got 15.
Nobody higher than that? Okay. So, cool.
I got a 9.
I rolled 11.
Okay. So, between the two of you, who had has the higher reflex?
I have 8.
You have the
No,
higher
not us.
one by
Okay.
1. Yep.
Everyone just immediately has a gun trained on this guy.
Right? Yeah.
Get him.
Hopefully,
Okay.
Calypso can knock this guy out without doing any
So,
gunshot.
Here's the fun thing.
That'd be good.
Drac, you said that your initiative roll exploded. So did his.
God
However,
damn it.
you are still a higher number.
Yes.
Okay.
So you get to go first.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me just see how this works because I want to do an aimed shot. So I want to do an aimed strike. So I want to move up to this guy. I think it's a -8 to do an aimed strike. So I want to go up to this guy and I want to go straight
Ooh,
for the
super
throat and
stealthy.
crush his windpipe. Just immediately crush. Go
Yeah.
full crit
Okay.
and crush it.
All right.
That's my goal.
Sure.
I think that's the thing I can do with aim shots. So to do an aim shot is
Here's where the audience finds out that this is not Infinite Horizon.
yeah.
Whoa.
God, that
Sorry.
scared me so
Sorry.
bad. It's okay.
That was way louder than I meant it
Well,
to be.
that's right. That's why I had the volume down a bit, just in case.
We will never learn.
I had
One
mine
of us
pretty
will, and it's
low.
only Freeman.
Okay, I hear it now. Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna go with a brawling. So it's gonna be a punch to the throat.
Okay.
For the first hit. That was
Nice, going for the like stealthy approach.
Mhm.
is a 16 enough to hit?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So with my fist, with my body. So from what I remember, I think melee ignores half of the armor.
Hmm. Yeah.
This is perfect. I rolled 2 6s, so I think that's automatically another critical.
Yes.
injury.
Whoa.
And that's 14 points of damage. Yeah, 14 points of damage
Okay. So
as I
yeah.
crush his windpipe.
To the windpipe.
you definitely do. And you can see as you do it, he he turns to call out, and Calypso just comes out of the shadows, just like a quick punch to the throat, and he just like before he can call out, you can just see his like cough silently behind the mask. He is seriously wounded.
My
One
little
hit.
brother!
Yeah.
And I think because I did an aim shot, that's the end of my turn. Usually it's 2 attacks, but
Yeah.
I think you take an action to do an aim shot.
Yeah, it is his turn. So what he's going to do is he's gonna try to shoot at you.
That's fair.
No.
He's
Well, there goes our stuff.
actually, you know what he's gonna do? No, he's gonna do that. That is what he's gonna do. He's gonna fire. So here we go. Are you can attempt to dodge here.
Yeah, I've got high enough reflexes for that.
Mhm.
It's like 8 or higher to dodge, right?
I think in
You're-
this version 8 is the highest it can be.
Your reflex base 8 is what allows you to evade.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a base 8.
Okay,
reflex,
cool.
so-
Yep.
Gotcha.
I exploded.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, the other one was a 1, but that's still pretty good. 11 plus. So that's a 19. No, sorry, 10. So I got freaking evasion, yeah. Evasion is just dexterity. So 24.
24. Okay. So his is a total of. Yeah, that's definitely enough. So go ahead and to describe to me how you dodge around this. As he like basically brings a like a weapon around to fire at you.
I think it's just because I'm close enough to punch him in the throat. I probably like see him swing around with the gun. I just grab the gun with my cybernetic arm and keep it away from me.
Yeah.
I like point it down at the ground.
Yeah,
I
it
just pull the
does.
trigger and fire.
It does still go off.
Yeah.
So you. Yeah. So as you. Yeah, you fire. Or he fires, and you can hear. As he does, he's still like kind of got one hand to his throat, like. But you can hear the like shouts start coming from like around. All right, so that's going to be his turn. The rest of them are going to spend. I'm actually going to bring them in on the same initiative, but they're basically spending. They're entirely missing this round, basically. So with that, it is Smirk's.
This is I mean, fuck it, dude. Our fucking stealth is blown. Just shoot this guy in the head. Come on.
Okay, sounds
Just
good.
shoot him.
Go for it.
It's a reflexes and handgun
Yes,
with my heavy
I
pistol.
believe so. Yeah.
Reflex. And... I had it. Where is it? Okay, that's 15.
Okay. Yeah, you do. is trying to get away from it, but he's seriously wounded. It's hard for him to do so. So yeah, you
Okay.
go ahead and
Oh god. I dropped it on the floor. 13 of 14 points of damage to this dude just going at it.
nope, he's gone. He just
Wow.
like you. Wait, what weapon are you?
How do you
shooting?
do
Yeah.
it?
Looks annoyed as they do it, just like, oh come on, bang.
All right. What weapon is it again? It's a
Heavy pistol.
heavy pistol.
Very
Yeah,
heavy pistol.
You just turn, and as he's trying to like turn to recover to like level another shot at Calypso, you just bang like
You're
right
also out of the darkness.
just
This
yeah,
poor guy.
right at, like shooting him in the head. He just drops. Let's go with that. Delta, it is your turn.
Didn't Jason?
Oh, you're right. It is. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
same.
Jason's next.
Oh yeah, that's right. I am next. Okay, Jace flips the shotgun out and turns on the lights. You're dead. Just like, how far away is he to the?
You're
to
you're
the
basically
one
right,
weird-
standing right there because you were the one who made eye contact with him as you were seen.
Oh, is he? How about some of the other ones? Are there?
You can
any-
see that a few of them have like one of them that you can actually see. It has like looked up from where he was working on the AV and has turned to like leveling an assault rifle in your direction, but he isn't like you got the drop on him.
I'll aim a shot in that direction.
Okay.
So it's a shotgun.
Yeah, he's about. Do you want the range on that?
Yeah, I think it's yeah the range, please.
He is about. I think he's probably about. Oh gosh, new units. This is fun. New RPG
I know, right?
units.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look. So I think he's actually.
How many meters?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it's see the thing that's difficult is I'm trying to figure out like there's 2 meters per like grid, like per square in the grid, and so
Yeah.
I'm trying to like figure
Oh,
out
yeah.
how many away, and I'm like doing that math. I'm not doing like the meters thing. I'm doing the like how many of the units are the.
Right.
So like, I think he would be like maybe 4 squares away. So that's what 8 meters. Yeah, 8 meters.
Nice. That should be the easiest range to hit.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Especially for a shotgun. Do we have what's the damage for the shotgun? I know how much. Or what do I have to roll for the shotgun? Sorry, not the damage.
It's the D10 plus your reflex and the relevant weapon skill.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Marksmanship. I do have that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's hard. Okay. 14.
Yeah, definitely. That'll do it.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage on that.
3d6 for a shotgun. That one's on the floor. What am I doing? I rolled basically all ones.
No.
Oh,
And then, okay, I rolled 9, and I add my reflex to that as well.
Wait, sorry. Which part of it?
Do you add any? I don't think you
Not
add
on
anything to
damage.
damage.
You don't get. Well, you don't.
Just
Right,
the,
sorry.
no, just the.
It's just 9.
Okay.
9 shotgun damage.
Okay.
9 gun damage.
Okay. Great. Yeah, you fire at him. You can see that like he takes some of it in like just like into the armor that he's wearing, and he like immediately like is attempting to like get into cover. It's not his turn yet, but like that. I believe you can move if you want to, so like you could try to like get into cover.
I would absolutely love that. if I can do that. I can
Yeah,
do that.
there's a vehicle not too far away from you that you can just sort of, like one of their vehicles you can just get behind.
I make for cover.
Yeah, easily.
With
All
a
right.
brightly lit shotgun.
It is now Delta's turn.
Awesome. How many people with assault rifles are there?
Sorry, say again.
How many wraiths with assault rifles are there? You said there was one. Are
There's
there any other
one that
ones?
you can see right now. You can
Okay.
you can kind of start to see like one emerging from the AV, but you don't know, you can't see him well enough yet. But yeah,
Cool.
it seems like
Okay,
most of them
so
were
the
like
one
on the
that-
other side or like inside.
That's fine. The one I have eyes on, I want to run up, take cover first, and then I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to take out the guy with the assault rifle.
Okay, go ahead and give it a roll.
That's a 20.
Okay, yeah, definitely hits for sure.
Now we get to do the gun with all dice.
Black
Oh my
let's
gosh.
do it.
Oh my god, I rolled very, very badly.
Oh no.
That was all. Yeah, all those were almost all those good ones. That's only
10. Okay.
10. That was the saddest.
How many
that was the
d6 for that?
5. That was the saddest roll I've ever done in my life. That's okay.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I mean, at this point, he is seriously wounded after taking the hit from Jace and from Delta. You can see as he's like sort of stumbling towards cover at this point. Are you moving to? You're kind of like still in sort of in like your where you were when you like stealth broke basically, but
Yeah, okay, so did Jace ran forward towards like a vehicle, a
Yeah,
right
yeah.
vehicle? Is there anything off to like the right or the left?
there's
of
some
us?
I mean there's some like large boulders and stuff like that, but
I
as,
want to do that.
as far as like cover goes, that's what you've got. As far as
Yes.
but mostly what's around is concealment in the form of like scrub brush and stuff like that. So like
Yeah, I want to pick one of the boulders off to like this. I want to fire and then run like to the right.
Perfect.
and then
Sounds good.
end up behind a larger.
sounds good. Yeah, you do so. You run and like get into cover. Which brings us to Rush.
Yeah, so I want to shoot the same one that Jason and Delta were shooting
All right.
at.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Ooh, that was a good roll. I did that. Wait, that is, sorry, now. 20, that's a 20.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Well, let's kick him while he's down.
You did so good at stealth with you guys.
Ooh, I got a 6. That's 11 points of damage.
Okay. He is like on his last legs as he's like he goes down to like one knee as like, and you can see as he's like bleeding badly. But yeah, he's gonna have a rough time
With handguns, I can fire twice, right? Because it's rate of
most light hand weapons and
rate of fire is twice, so I can fire again,
yeah,
right?
totally. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna do it again. Let's do it.
Okay. That's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I like to think Rush just points and just fires like twice in succession.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 6. Okay, so that's 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, with that, like, he drops. Like, yeah, just like he goes down to one knee with the first shot, and the second one, you just kind of catch him, and you see as his head just sort of jerks back, and he just falls to the ground.
Bastard.
Which brings us back to the top with Calypso.
Can I see anyone else that's up still from where I am right now?
I kick the body so you know that he's dead.
You would have to move up for that. Do you actually want to do that?
Damn. Would I be in like very like
Yeah, you'd be like
way
right
closer?
next to the AV.
No.
Okay. Cool. You can move to cover if you want, though.
Yeah, I will do that if
Yeah,
there's
you can
anything close,
move
yeah.
to like basically where Jace is right now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, behind one of their vehicles.
I am gonna do that. Thank
All
you.
right. So to answer your question, Drac, from where you are, you can see one of them who's beginning to emerge from inside the AV, and you can hear others from the other on the other side of the AV.
Is the one emerging out of the AV close enough for me to get up to
Oh
them?
yeah, easily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just run straight up to them, and as he's moving, you kind of see that his movements become a little more fluid, and I'm gonna use some martial arts here.
Hell yeah.
First, I'm gonna hit it with a ball. I'm gonna roll for this act. Honestly, that's a 18.
So hold on, let me just, cause that's the thing that I'm not as familiar with is like the melee. So
Okay,
like,
yeah.
it's opposed by
It's the same as melee. The only
dex
thing
and
with,
dex and evasion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The only difference with martial arts is that there's an additional effect behind.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let me find. Okay, cool. Sorry. So what did you roll?
18.
No, it's not enough.
Okay then.
Yeah. So like,
Okay, I mixed
so
with that,
yeah.
right?
As you, so what is it? What was your strike? You went in like.
So before I was gonna go with disarming strike, disarming combination.
Yeah.
But to do that, after hit with a brawling attack and then a martial arts attack. And if I missed the brawling attack, then I
Right.
do the combination.
Okay.
I still hit with my second attack, a martial arts.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
And it's working out better. Well, that's better. That was explosion. I rolled an explosion and then a 1. $24.
Oh,
for a second.
absolutely hits. Yes. He did not
So
roll
like,
well this time.
he swings to like he probably goes like a palm punch like for the nose, just like disorientate
Yeah.
them, but they move out of the way. So out of frustration, he just swings around the elbow and knocks him in the jaw for 10 damage.
And you said this ignores half armor, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
So 10, you said?
yeah.
Yeah. You with that elbow strike, you can see as you knock the mask, like the tech mask off of him, and he just goes to the side, and like you can see like immediately like just blood come out of the nose. Like you definitely broke his nose. He just goes to the side. Yeah, he's dazed and like, yeah.
Honestly, you shouldn't have dodged the first one. It would have been a lot easier for you. He's just gonna keep just bouncing on his feet as he says that.
Okay. Did that be your turn?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then it's going to be his turn, and he's going to try to shoot at you.
Yep.
So yeah, he levels the assault rifle at you. It's a terrible roll.
I exploded again. So.
Ew.
Lordy. Lord.
Yeah.
So hold on one second. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Doing the right math here. Yeah. Cool. I think you probably beat him, but what'd you get?
A 30.
Well, how much?
30.
30.
Whoa!
That's incredible because he is firing an assault rifle at you. So he turns in close quarters, firing just opens up with the assault rifle. How do you evade this?
I think Delta feels a bit of anger as he watches this because Calypso grabs the muzzle of the gun and he just shoots directly into the cybernetic arm, into the palm of it. So like definitely damages it, but like superficial damage. But like he's trying to be cool again. He grabs it from the front and gets a bunch of bullets like scattered across his arm, his cybernetic arm. Most of it like chips and stuff up, but nothing serious.
I'm
And he
not
just
sure
goes,
if you just referred to yourself as Delta or if you just assumed Delta has empathic abilities.
No,
Either way,
yeah, no,
that's
absolutely it was
hysterical.
Delta. No, I meant to say Delta. Delta has empathic capabilities, specifically for this kind of stuff.
Got it.
when
Okay,
he
cool.
wrecks his
Either way, I
arm.
was like, this is funny to me. Continue.
Whenever he wrecks his arm, Delta, no matter where she is like, God damn it, Calypso.
Yeah. I would say that there's probably a distinctive sound that comes
Yeah.
from like the like bullets hitting the cybernetic arm, and Delta, from where you are, you absolutely
Right
hear
there, she
it.
rolls her eyes.
Yeah.
He's gonna whine about this for the next 3 days.
Absolutely will as well. We absolutely will.
Excellent. All right. Also, just because I glanced over at this, I happened to glance over just now. Stella Luno, thank you so much for the raid.
Hi,
Hello,
Stella.
everybody. Okay.
We're in a firefight.
Yeah.
We are.
I don't know if you can
And I
hear
just
it.
remembered
I don't
that
know.
there's a thing that
Yeah.
I can do.
All right. So that is his turn. The rest of them, there's. Well, I'm doing math here. There's 2 more that sort of emerge from either side around the AV from either side. And as they reach that point, they are going to attempt. They're going to attempt to like covering fire, like or suppressing fire, which I don't remember how to do. So we're gonna. So
I have
everyone.
that
I
exact.
have it up too.
Yeah, yeah.
Right up.
So I think everyone has to roll will plus concentration plus 1d10.
Okay.
Roll for concentration.
Okay.
I think I rolled a math.
I got an 18.
I rolled a 14.
How much?
I got a 14.
14.
14 also.
I got an 18.
20, baby.
Hey.
Will and concentration.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They did not roll super well. So you all succeed.
Yeah. Look at us go. We got him off
Actually,
guard, that's
that was one of them, because the other one is also going to roll the same thing. So
Okay.
y'all got to do it
So
again.
roll again.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, I got a 10. I got a 10. So I get to roll again, right?
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here's the thing. You know what? No, everybody should roll, but only tell me
I
if
rolled another 10.
only tell me if you get 0 or lower.
Oh my god.
How dare you make me waste this roll of 30 total?
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay.
Rush is doing flips to get out of the way.
Rush is just doing too much. You were
Yeah.
like,
Like-
Rush, what are
Rush,
you doing?
Rush like goes on her back and just like slides. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
So
Right.
yeah, no, he rolled a 1 and then rolled immediately afterwards a 7. So
Oh, so take it away.
Knocked it
Oh,
down to,
God.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh god.
It's and his
Rough,
and yeah,
buddy.
it's not great. So yeah, the covering fire does not, or the suppressing fire doesn't do much to slow you down, and they just fully
yeah.
wasted their turns doing that. So that's great.
Yeah.
Um,
Love that for us.
That makes it Smirks. It is your turn.
Remy's there, out in the desert.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Remy. Remy is just there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna, like, I was thinking about it. I don't know if it works the same, but, like, because I have those drones, I would also like to lay down suppressive fire
Oh.
if possible.
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. What do I roll for that?
So
what
for
is
the
it?
it would be the like
reflexes plus marksmanship.
yes,
I have a
Okay.
cheat sheet in front of me.
and I think I have. I know I had
Plus
drone.
a D10.
I had drone stats somewhere. I don't have them in front of me right now, but yeah, I don't have them in front of me right now. But just go ahead and use yours for this.
Okay. My marksmanship skill. What is that under?
You
in
might not
the-
have it.
Yeah,
It's a
I might not
dex,
have
it-
it.
but
It's
it's
a
a-
dex.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a dex.
Yeah, I
skill.
super don't have
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Oh no, sorry. It's a reflex skill, not dex. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Then it'll be under skills, not your core stats.
Yeah, I still don't.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. So then just reflexes. Okay.
Mhm.
14?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
They like one of them. Hold on. One of them rolled a 13, and the other one rolled way lower than that. So
Yeah.
So
Go.
basically, so if I remember correctly, hold on, I didn't actually finish reading the effects because I was focused on the mechanics. New
Braids,
system,
more
who
like
dis?
fakes.
So anyone fails must do anything they can to reach cover during their next turn. So yeah, currently they are like attempting to scatter and like get back into cover. But they're gonna have to wait a whole ass round to do that. So anything else that you are doing? I believe.
Hang on. That's technically a nat action, so let me see if I can do another thing after that.
I think you have to choose between a meat action and net actions.
Yes, actually, yes, you're right. I
think
do.
so. Yes, so unless you want to take more net actions,
I can't really do any more net actions with this, so that's fine. That's fine.
Fair enough. Okay, then in that case, that brings us to Jace. It is your turn.
Okay, who can I shoot from behind cover?
You
can I
can
just peer over?
Anybody, because they're
Anybody?
trying to get to cover, but they have to wait till their turn to do that.
Turn
So
to do
like
it, yeah.
Not so
they're
fast.
out in the open right now.
Bam!
Get 'em.
Great. Go ahead and roll for that one.
$16.
16. Hold on a second. Let me just double check real quick. Sure. Okay, cool. You said this is shotgun, right? Yeah, easily. Yeah, you hit. Definitely.
Almost lost that one. 17.
17 damage.
Yeah. I think, well, shotgun is
Yeah.
3d6, I think. Yeah.
It's 5d6.
So that's an assault rifle. Shotgun.
Oh,
is
okay.
his only.
Shotgun is just
Yeah.
3, and I rolled like 2 7s,
Oh,
so or 2. Wait, hold on.
You gotta roll
It's a
D6s. D6s for damage.
Yeah.
I thought there was a 7, but I'm rolling a d6. How could I possibly think? Anyway, moving on.
We're excited. We're learning a new system.
Who
It's
did?
good.
9.
Good.
9? Okay.
9.
Cool. Yeah. You hit him. You can see as it rips into his armor, and you can see as it does some damage. And he like goes down, like as he's scrambling for cover, goes down to one knee, gets back up, and starts like running again. I believe rate of fire on a shotgun is just 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I
Yeah.
as
Okay.
far as
Cool.
I know.
I have the weapons up. Yeah.
All right. You could move, but you're in cover currently, so you don't.
Yeah, eventually I want to move to the vehicle that we're gonna fix,
Let's
but I
clear
don't
them
think
out
that's the
first.
moment right now.
Sure.
Get the guns.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Great. In that case, it is Delta's turn.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We forgot about 3-round shot last time, so I would like to we remembered this time
Yes.
that I had a 3-round shot. So I think it's like for every one above the DV, if I beat it, I get up to 3 separate damage rolls.
Yes. So.
I was like, that feels so low from the.
I know, because in the starter
I
it's
was like,
different. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a roll. Are you aiming the same one that Jace is aiming at, or a different one?
Can I see anyone? Basically, same question. Anyone else with an assault rifle that I can see who's up?
It seems like currently the only person who is. No, they both have assault rifles. Both of them do.
Okay, one who hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah, one of them hasn't. Jace hit the one on the left, coming around the left side of the
Yes.
AV. So the one on the right hasn't been hit.
I'm gonna do the one on the right then.
Okay.
And I just rolled a 24.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's.
do I get a 3-round burst? Do
So,
I get any of my 3-round bursts?
It's so the DV for that was 16.
So I think
Yeah.
I get to roll all 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So wow, I felt so much more powerful when we did this in the because I was rolling
And
one
it's
time.
so you said it's an additional D6 for. Wait, what is
No,
it?
it's I roll. Okay, let me pull it up again.
Yeah.
It is. Did I fucking?
Because like I read it and it didn't quite.
Yes. So here it is. 3-round burst. Assault rifles and SMGs are capable of 3-round burst. When using this feature on your action, you calculate the DV to hit your target using the following range roll. Oh, it's based on range.
Yeah, I have that. That's
Following range, the range table. For each 1 point you roll above your target's DV, an additional bullet hits your target up to a maximum of 3.
Okay.
Each of the bullets deal the weapon's damage individually and are reduced by the armor individually.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. But can only ablate once, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, once per burst can only blade.
Right. Cool.
Okay.
This is gonna be bad. I'm bad for this guy.
I'm very excited. Okay. So that's gonna be
So
the first one.
to clarify, that means that it's a total of 3 that's hitting him, or a total of 4?
I can't roll more than 3.
Okay, so a total of 3 that's hitting
It's
him.
max of 3.
Gotcha. That's hitting him.
Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure it's max of 3. Hold on. For each 1 point above your target's, an additional bullet hits your target up to a maximum of 3.
I think
that's
it's
an
a
addition.
3 additional.
Oh shit!
I think
really?
up to a that's how we're gonna treat it right now, because that's how I currently am understanding
Alright.
it. So
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. So first
So
one.
it's-
Let's go.
4 instances of 5d6 that's hitting this guy. Is that what I'm?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude's about to be real dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be 16 on the first one.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a lot of 6s.
You get 2 6s left. That's not as well. 'Cause that
That's
means
2
you get
6s.
critical injury.
That's 2
Okay,
6s on that one.
Okay.
So
I don't
see
think
that
it's gonna
last.
matter, but
I don't think it'll matter, but it's fun. It's fun anyways.
yeah,
Let's get all this
yeah,
stuff. Okay.
exactly.
Wait, I keep looking at my map. Hold on,
critical
hold on.
injuries are going to be the least of this guy's concerns in just a couple seconds.
Okay, hold on. I'm running a map. Hold on, you're gonna help me. 10 plus 12 is 22 on the second one.
Okay.
You guys have been playing
They're
Vina for so long.
already
This is the
dead.
best thing that's ever happened to me. There's another 2 6s.
Nice.
So that's
2 arms, 1 off.
I know. So that's a total of 20 on that one.
Ow.
This is 4 is too many.
You're gonna,
But you told
like-
me I could, so I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna explode this guy.
I'll tell you that it does. It actually does. The additional, like, the difference between 3 and 4 bullets really doesn't matter in this case. But we'll get to that. So.
It's fine. Okay, that's 15 on the last one.
I stopped doing math after the second
know,
bullet.
it's fun to-
after the
it's fun to
second
count
bullet, because he was dead after the second one. So tell me, Delta, how this plays out as he is basically scrambling for cover.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. She just kind of waits for their cover fire to stop, and she's like, okay, and then pulls the gun over the top of the rock. Just she had seen, I think, the one assault rifle first, and then the second one catches her eye, and she's like, good night, and then we'll just unload on him.
Yeah.
It's very calm from where she is. Not a lot. It's not a lot of movement. It's up, adjust fire. It's very, very
Yeah.
calm.
The first one catches him through the leg. The second one goes through the chest, and he's just down. But the remaining 2 just rip through him, but he's dead before he hits the ground.
Yes.
Delta is the Bina of killing people.
Yes. Yeah. Nina with a gun.
Damn.
That's
So much damage.
Okay. Wow. Jesus. Okay. So,
I'm bad at everything else, just so everyone knows.
so like I said, the Bina of killing people.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Bad at
Yeah.
everything but that.
Oh my god, chat says 73 damage total is what just happened.
Shit, that would insta kill most things.
I think I need to kill everyone.
Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so Rush, it's your turn. There's one that you can still see left standing.
Okay, I'm gonna duck out from cover and take a shot at him.
All right, go for it.
Sorry, I was so stunned by that round. I was like, oh, I can go now
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
First time I shot a gun in this game in our playtest version, I was like, are you serious? Everyone was like, yeah, keep rolling. And I was like, what? Yeah, so we leaned into it for the character.
Okay, that is 18.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you hit it for sure.
Okay, cool. Okay. I rolled 3 3s, so that's 9 points.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that definitely hits him. He is still up, but he's not looking. He's seriously injured at this point. He's seriously wounded now.
You don't look so good. So Rush says,
fire
and then
again?
ducks back under. Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
I
you
get
can
to
fire
fire
again,
again.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I keep forgetting. So awesome. Okay, that is a 17 to
Yeah,
hit.
also hits.
We're all used to our single action rounds,
Yeah.
except for Drac,
Yeah.
who has
Except for
Tan,
me,
who gets
yeah.
to do your little like brain math every time you do something that ends up being cool as shit.
Taeyeon, what would you like to do? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was 5 points of damage.
Okay.
That second one.
That takes him out. Yeah.
You played that armor pretty badly down. Okay.
Yeah, so he
Wow.
goes down. Just fully
This time I am gonna come out of cover and kick him.
yeah. Fair enough. So here's the thing.
You know, looking so good.
He with that, there's basically nobody left except for the one inside, and hearing like the sounds die down inside, you see that he just goes, whoa, okay. He like drops his weapon.
I like turn to everyone else and go, "Do you think we can question him?" Or
See what you can get out of him, and I just stand up with my with my rifle trained on the guy.
Yeah. So you see, he like pulls down like his hood. His nose is still bleeding, but you can see a man in his probably in his like, probably in his like late 30s to mid 40s, somewhere in that range. But you can see that he's got like short, kind of salt and peppery hair, like a beard that's sort of trimmed close. You can see that as he's looking at you, now that he doesn't have his mask on anymore, like he just has this big toothy grin on his face that on anyone else would look friendly, but on him there's something vaguely sinister about it. And he just sort of stands there and he kind of looks around, says, "Holy shit, you guys are some badass motherfuckers." He kind of like looks around and he says, "God damn."
Flattery will get you nowhere.
honestly, if it came from anyone else, I would be flattered.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing here? Or what were you doing here?
Well, shit, we were here to salvage and downed AV and become the air kings of the Badlands, but guess that plan's out the window now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it says you're part of that thunder or you're part of that rolling thunder, thundering whatever the fuck.
Rolling Thunder. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Heard we hit you guys pretty hard earlier.
Yes. Yeah, you did. Honestly, that's almost kind of related to why we're here. Now, you saw what we did with your friends.
Oh, I
I don't
saw.
really want to do it to you, but we might have to unless you give us some info.
Actually, that's perfectly fine with me. In fact, I think we might be able to come to an understanding.
I turn around to Delta and go, I don't like how quickly he agreed to that. Am I the only one that
I
felt
think
wrong?
he gives a shit. He just wants to save his skin. He'll give us whatever. And if not, I reload.
It's like undoes the clip like straight in front of him, does it very loudly.
No, very slowly, but like very aggressively and loudly.
This asshole doesn't have any loyalty.
Yeah.
All right.
And if he does, he won't get 10 feet.
Damn, I like this one. And he like points at you, Delta. Says, "Shit, turn that guy into Swiss cheese."
Don't talk to her like that. You're not allowed to. You're here for information.
Oh yeah, no, I'm here for information, but I'm willing to provide whatever you need. But here's the thing. Just so that we're clear, you're going to try to get your shit back. Am I right?
And people, assumedly, if they're still alive,
sure,
can we
of
know
course.
that baseline?
Does he have any any kind of communicator on him that
Yeah,
is
someone
visible?
go search him. What are we doing? Someone go fucking take all his shit off of him.
Because that's what Rush would like rip
Yeah.
out anything he has in his ears, like if he has tech glasses on, like anything that he has. I want
Yeah,
just,
I mean,
And
you
while
can.
we're talking,
yeah.
you just walk up with your gun and start slapping
Literally,
the shit out of
yeah.
him together.
Yeah. No, he's like,
Roughly.
oh,
Pat down.
usually somebody buys me some dinner first before they start roughing me up.
See, the thing is, our dinner got jacked, so
Yeah, about that. As you've like finished like sort of
I
taking
can
in,
rough you up more if you like.
uh, about that. So, you're trying to get your shit back. Gonna cause all kinds of a stir if I'm not much mistaken, especially if this bad boy and like pats the AV says is part of your plan. Says, that works just perfectly fine for me. Leader of our esteemed group is borderline cyber psycho, goes by the name of Razortooth, bringing down all kinds of heat on us lately. Too much. The heavily armed corporate backed kind. It's a not exactly a tenable situation, but Razortooth has got to go. All I need, you don't have to do shit. Just whatever plan you're gonna enact right now. Just do whatever you gotta do. I'll take care of Razortooth myself. I just need everyone's attention elsewhere. In return, tell you whatever you want to know about him.
Your loyalty is so very thin. How do we know that we can trust you in this case?
your loyalty still lies with the wraiths. He just doesn't want the leadership around anymore.
The Wraiths are, well, ain't exactly a family, unless you're talking a big, dysfunctional, seriously fucked up family. But they're the best chances of surviving out here, for me and others like me, so, Razortooth bringing down this kind of heat on us, not exactly something that I'm, thrilled about. And Razortooth, not the most reasonable kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? More the type to put several bullets through you before he, hears any word against him. So you can understand I'd kind of rather Razortooth ends up in the bottom of a shallow ass grave.
Sure.
How do I know you're not going to be a problem for us afterwards?
Oh, I'm guaranteeing nothing about afterwards, but
Thought so.
May we put a name to a face, or shall we call you just dead meat or Swiss cheese, depending on what you choose?
Swiss cheese future tense.
I'm so sorry. How rude of me not to introduce myself. Name's Dean Savage.
Well, I would say it's a pleasure to meet you, Dean, but it really was not.
Hey, circumstances and all that. I understand. You killed some of my people, and well, here we find ourselves. So,
What can you tell us about the encampment that the race are at right now?
well, they got the numbers on you. That much I can tell you. There's about 30 strong in there, plus Razortooth. Like I said, borderline cyber psycho. Asshole's so borged up he might as well be a toaster oven. He's not the most rational of sorts. Easy to piss him off.
Have you
Yeah, I
made
doubt
other enemies?
rationality is much use in your line of work.
Sorry, what did you say, Drac?
Are you the only enemy he's made? Is there anyone else inside the Wraiths?
No, I've still got my people inside, and for the most part, anyone who's still following Razortooth doesn't do it out of a sense of camaraderie.
Okay. Well, if we do go in there, do you think we have to call the people who, I suppose, ally with you off? The less people we have to deal with, the better.
Do you have any friends?
Got a couple of people inside I might be able to talk to, but you gotta understand the rest of them. Rest of them are too scared of Razortooth to do anything. Likely that'll just end in my untimely and gruesome demise.
If your people took some of ours, where would they be?
Probably be in the warehouse on the eastern side of the on the east side of the rail yard. Outside of that, defenses wise, most of any of our mounted defenses are just on vehicles, nothing on the compound itself. So, but that said, at least not perimeter defenses. Inside is a different story. There's a few turrets around where the cargo's being kept. Your stolen shipment.
You're talking a lot about usurping this razor tooth or whatever the fuck. Do you have any plans yourself so far as that?
Oh, I got lots of plans. That's all I do these days. Plan.
Care to share with your new friends?
Honestly, I don't see how that's much of any of your business, so I'd rather keep that to myself.
I mean,
Okay.
you're looking at a gaggle of people who'd jump at the chance to fuck with the Wraiths, so you need backup. We're not loyal to any shit you've got going on. What's the harm?
The harm is anything after what little arrangement we have here, all bets are off.
I believe we're only talking to up until the end of the arrangement. I don't care about what the hell you do after we leave.
Yeah, I don't want to know your life plan. That's really not what I care about.
I don't
Oh,
want to know your
same.
5
You
to
could
10 year
do-
goals, no.
You could do whatever the fuck you wanted after we get our shit back.
He kind of glances over to where like Rush has removed all of his easily removable equipment. He kind of glances over. He points to a big Bowie knife that's in a sheath, and he says, "Plan is to put that in. Is to plant that firmly in Razortooth's vertebrae."
Nice. You
I
just
see no
hope that you'll
reason.
end up behind him? Is that the no
Yeah,
entrance,
are
no
you good
exit
at fighting?
strategy?
I didn't really give you time to prove it, but are you?
Yeah, to be fair, we kind of fucked up all of your guys' shit very quickly. I can't fucking speak to any of the prowess that you would show otherwise.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, whether you're helping or not. So
Hey, just offering some backup.
So, can you
think
tell
both
us
of-
anything we need to know about the defense of this place? Anything else besides these turrets and guard
The-
schedule or?
well, depending on when you get there, there will either be if it's at night, there'll be a couple of patrols running around the perimeter. Otherwise, if it's during the day, whole camp's up and ready, armed at all times.
You'd suggest a night run?
Probably for the best. Get the element of surprise in there.
I turn to Jace. Turn those things off, okay? And it points at his heelys. Just
Yeah,
make
Any-
sure they're turned off.
Anybody have more questions for this guy?
Yes, where are all your tools? I'm going to fix this thing up, and I'm going to use your resources here because they aren't using them.
Shit, take whatever you need.
Jace is going to salvage gear off of.
start grabbing shit.
Yeah, were you on that ambush?
The one of your people?
Yeah, were you on it?
No, wasn't my job.
Hmm.
Raided your people before though.
Yeah.
It's business.
Rush kind of like lifts their gun up at him. Did anybody have any more questions for this guy?
You can see as
There's a-
he just his grin just gets big, like as he says, "Well, look at you."
Calypso shrugs and says, "Nah, I have nothing else." And, like,
Okay, I'm gonna
turns
shoot
away.
him.
Like, okay, wait,
I was
one
under the
second.
impression we needed him to get in.
I mean, unless someone like Rush goes to shoot, unless someone like reaches.
Yeah,
to stop
is anybody
her.
like allowing this to happen? You're all allowing this to
react.
happen?
Yeah.
Smirk says.
I am very distracted right now.
As
Technically,
soon as he goes, I've hit your people before. She just
I
shoots
think.
him.
Wait,
Like,
no. Hold on.
What is Delta doing?
Okay, I think the barrel of Delta's gun lifts the tip of yours up.
It's not a miss.
Whether you shoot or not is still is up to you. But she just, because I had my rifle out too.
Mhm.
She's just gonna like lift it.
You want this guy alive for any reason?
Do you want your people alive for any reason?
He told us
Thinking-
what we needed to know.
Yeah, but he's a friendly face. He can get us in.
We can't trust this guy.
I don't
could
care what I don't care what the hell you do with him afterwards, but he might be our way in. You can do whatever the fuck you want with him afterwards. I don't care.
I haven't
There's
told you.
always time to kill otherwise.
I haven't told you the best part yet.
See, now you've made him smug. You've made me defend him. I don't like to have done that.
What's the best part? I want to know. Delta wants to know. Come on, you have to tell us both.
The best part is that that there are exactly 2 people in all of our crew who have the shutdown codes for those turrets.
Let me guess. Are you one of them?
I am now. And after all of you took out just these guys, that number went down from 4 to 2. And you're gonna want.
I look with disdain at Rush. Like, unfortunately, this is the reality we live in. Like, I feel I understand your intent. However,
Better not be fucking lying to me. And Rush just can't she just kind of puts her gun down, but like kicks him in the knee pretty hard.
Yeah, he goes down. You can hear. Is he just kind of like, shit?
And Rush like steps outside. Or we're outside, right? Are we? I thought we were like
Yeah,
in
we're
the
outside.
by the thing.
Yeah.
Rush just like takes it,
Mhm.
like
Take a
takes
walk
a
or
few
something,
steps
yeah.
away. Yeah.
It's so much easier to hack when I actually know what I'm supposed to be looking for, so I can't say this is an unfavorable result for me.
Well, looks like we've struck a good old-fashioned devil's bargain.
I'm gonna go salvage what I can. Cliff just walks away
Yeah.
and starts like taking like the ammo clips from the assault rifles that the Wraith had. Like every time he like walks past Delta, like tosses one of them over to Delta.
yeah, catches without even having to look, and she pockets it in her bag.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna find a way to like restrain this dude. I don't
Yeah.
know. Even if pulling a wire out of like many of like their like circuits or something, Smirks will just like tie them up.
I have
like
handcuffs. So like when I see you trying to do that, he's just gonna throw a pair of handcuffs at you, and just that's probably gonna do better than wires.
I mean, wires can hurt too, but this is always much better. Thank you. And
And when you walk by next, Delta goes, "Oh, are you making friends?"
Oh, shut up. Freaking freaks me out.
And she goes back to just like with too much intensity, like with a rag trying to scrub the sand out of the grooves of her rifle because
Yeah.
she hates it.
Yeah.
You set about sort of securing the area, dragging bodies away from the work area. Let's see. Sorry, hold on. I need to find So, in the meantime, while this is happening, Jace, what are you doing?
I'm going to start working on this big boy.
All right. Let's see.
Jace just kind of walks up to it. What do we call you? I don't
Call
actually know
it
how
your
big this thing is.
baby.
I'll think it's on the list. How about that? It's on the list.
Okay.
At this point, by the way, Calypso, you can hear the tone of your agent ringing. As you, yeah.
It rings from his mask and he like puts it on, and
Yes, whip it
like cuts the side
out.
of it and goes, "Hello."
You hear Cesar's voice coming through, saying, "Hey, everything all right down there?"
Yeah, we've got in a bit of a firefight, but dealt with that pretty quickly. We got one wraith as a hostage, it seems. Got some info about the base as well.
Okay, that sounds good. Should I bring the van down?
Yeah, it's all clear now, so bring it down.
Okay, I'll be down there in a second.
Is that Cesar? Tell him that we did really good.
Unfortunately, Smacks didn't die, but we'll see you soon.
The feed cuts out, and you before too long you can see like the lights, like the headlights of the van coming down over through the valley. And no, go ahead.
What is Rush doing right now?
Rush is probably pacing and like knowing that there's probably not anyone else here, but like just kind of going around the area and making sure that like we're actually like on our own and there's no more race like hiding about anywhere. And then after that, I want to raid their cars.
I was just gonna say, so when you're pacing, Delta falls into step with you for like a second, and then I'm assuming you probably don't acknowledge her.
No.
But she kicks the tires of one of the trucks that one of the wraith cars. What was it? A buggy and a or something like that.
Like
Yeah.
a Hummer kind of thing.
Yeah. She kind of kicks the tires and says, "Do you want anything out of this?"
Gotta take a look.
If so, do you need a hand?
Yeah, I could probably use a hand carrying some of this stuff.
This is the most of a Delta olive branch you will ever receive. But that is her.
Nice.
She doesn't do friendship, but that is her. I feel like it's also she's very obvious, like, and easy to read. So you would probably also understand that this is her being like, "That sucked. Do you want help?"
Yeah. I'd prefer to go back and kill that guy, but
he'll get to.
Yeah.
I'll sit and I'll help, and she'll make faces when things have grease and oil on them, and hold them between pointer and thumb. But we'll.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot that Delta like hates being dirty.
She hates
can I like, is there any like anything on this well, I want to look on the inside too, but and just kind of like the outside, is there anything that would be good to take from
items or like stuff for the van?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you can find, basically what you're finding is like there's a few like
is this shit upgraded? Can I steal like some of these upgrades? Like, what's going on?
I'll say that they're definitely are weapons in there.
Yes. Okay.
They're there's like a whole duffel of like weapons. Many of them look to be in like much better condition than like typically you would find of like wraiths carrying, or really any kind of like anyone who lives out in the Badlands, and like that's where their existence primarily is.
Rush kind of picks up like the biggest weapon and then just like hands it out of the car to Delta and says, "Here, you can take this one."
Yeah, I will say, if you want, Caitlin, there's absolutely can be a sniper rifle in there.
Oh, I don't actually know shit about sniper rifles. I've just hold on. Let me see if I want one.
Take sniper. Take
I'd
sniper.
imagine it's like
do
a
it.
shotgun where it's like a one shot per round thing, but I imagine the damage is insane.
I'm looking.
Assault rifle.
It's
shotgun,
the same
CVs,
actually,
mist-
5d6, but yeah, it's
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I
I think.
I think there's probably more to it than that. I'll look it up later,
Yeah.
but like,
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's fine.
Did we find anything else in there? Weapons? What kind of
Yeah.
weapons?
Do you want me to list all the weapons that you find?
Well, how
or-
many are there? Like, are there a lot?
There's
Is it
there's
like...
there's a duffel full of weapons.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then we'll just take the buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah. But you also find like a bunch of other stuff. Like there's like air hypos in there and like what looks like medical, like, yeah, sort of stuff. Like like quick like like chems and stuff like that that are probably there for like, yeah. Some of them for medical purposes,
Sweet.
some of them for recreational.
Rush like rips off like there's like a little bobblehead, like a bobblehead in the car, and just like they just like rip it out, and just say, "I think I'm gonna take this for a souvenir."
Sick.
Um,
What is it shaped like? Well,
Yeah, what is it, a mascot or something? What does this bobblehead look like?
I was asking if Olivia wanted to be
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
but if Lucas had something that
I
would
mean,
go
do
on
the
it.
race have like a what's their symbol? Is it like I feel like it'd be like a weird ghost thing.
maybe. I feel like I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure there's like an actual thing, but for what now I'm gonna say
I'm
it's
just gonna say it's like a really sexy like dancer like person like
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
and it has like the what's the hair that like moves? It's like robot the synth hair
like
or
the
whatever.
like
Oh my
tech hair.
God,
Yeah,
yeah, like
Yes.
like
That's
tech
a cool
hair,
tech
like
Excellent. All right. Meanwhile, inside the AV, Jace and Cesar are like getting to work on that.
Chink. Just big
All right.
old visor.
So in that case, I'm gonna need you to give me a roll. I'm gonna need you to give me a. I don't know if you have anything that'll. Because you don't have anything for air vehicles, do you? Or do you?
Oh,
You
let
had
me
sea
look.
vehicles, didn't you?
I know I don't have
Sea
that. I
vehicles.
just have land
desert.
vehicle tech and basic tech, but
Okay.
no, I don't have air vehicle.
Interesting.
I did not think about that. I never thought.
I also didn't think we'd be flying anywhere. So I thought that was we left that in space.
So, tell you what then. What we're gonna do here is you're gonna make a basic tech check, and Cesar is gonna help you, and it's gonna give you a bonus of 2.
Okay. All right. Let me look at my basic tech again. Okay, that plus intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Ooh, okay. $25 plus what?
2. So 27.
27.
holy shit.
Whoa.
This is what I do.
So, as you are like, it takes you a couple of hours. It's like fully middle of the night by the time you're done. But you're able to, between you and Cesar, you're able to just like repair any of like the damaged bits. It's not pretty. The outside of it still has some serious like exterior damage, but the inside of it managed to like was fair, was preserved. There were a couple parts you had to a couple parts with bullet holes through them that you had to like remove and replace, but nothing that you couldn't yank out of like some of the vehicles that they had around and like any of the spare parts that Cesar had with him. So like you're able to pretty you're able to kind of finish repairs. And Cesar looks at the thing and goes, "Okay, let's try firing her up. See if it works."
Oh, absolutely. May I?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Jace will get in the seat and is going to fire it up.
All right. Yeah. You start kind of like flipping switches, and you can hear like the jet propulsion start kind of turn on, and you can feel like the hum of the AV as it sort of comes on. And Cesar just like claps you on the back and says, "Ha ha! Yes, good."
Yeah, it is good. We can definitely improve on this more in the shop, but being in the field, I think this is not bad, Cesar.
Okay. Let's all right. Looks like we can do this.
I can't actually drive this thing, just so you know. I can turn things on. I can't drive though.
Well, let's see. He says, I might be able to. He says, I'm a little rusty with the AVs, but I might be able to do it. But let's see if anybody else has anything. Anybody in? He like leans out. He leans out of the AV, kind of like leaning on the door, and he goes, "Hey, Rush. Can you fly one
Yeah?
of these things? You ever flown one of these things before?"
I have never flown one, but I would love to fly it.
Okay, here. Says, I would do it myself, but I'm gonna have to be keeping track of the transmitter. Come here. I'll give you a basic crash course.
Crash course, like the sound of that.
And he sits you down in the pilot's seat and just starts like showing you okay, this is altitude control. Over here is where you control the pitch and yaw, and like basically starts going through like the whole thing and like giving you the basics. Luckily, flying an
Okay.
AV is not like flying a helicopter, which means it's not like it's outside of your comfort zone as far as like vehicles to operate. However, it's not like a helicopter where if you don't know what you're going to do, where if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna die. So
Yeah. Good.
Oh my! If
Saying
we,
I got a chance.
if we had to sit out here in the middle of the night in the sand for hours, Delta just unbearably bored. Like, this can't help put shit together. Can't drive things. Can only shoot things. There are no
Delta can
things to
go
shoot.
through the weapons duffel bag.
She's did that probably twice. It's but like we are here for hours. Like, and I
Yeah.
think by the time that we like you get called up, like whatever, I think at that point Delta has made like Calypso Delta and Calypso are like sitting on the roof and the windshield of the car that the Wraiths left over, and Delta is making Calypso be headrest.
Yeah, Cliff is fine with it. He's just chilling there, probably like looking down at his cybernetic arm with the dents and scuffs that was left behind from like very powerfully taking bullets into it. And it's kind of obviously complaining like, "Oh God, I just got this buffed out last
You
week.
do it,
God damn
do it, and you always complain. You
Okay, but in the moment, it always feels like the
It
right
looks
idea.
cool, I
and
know,
it looks
yeah,
cool. Like, do you see this? That guy like points at Dean, like he was shitting himself after that. Like he was.
It was
know?
cool, but you get 24 hours to complain, and then I'm gonna kick you in the shin if you do it again.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the most of these 24
Yes,
hours.
you will. Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure my
He
my
puts
index
earbuds in.
finger isn't.
Yeah.
And he sees it but
He-
keeps going
He's
anyway.
sorry. She's
Yeah.
still like she doesn't have anything playing or anything like that. She's still listening, but she doesn't
Yeah.
for the to bother you of it all.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to have
All
that.
right. In that case, y'all, once the AV is up and running, you all load in. Cesar says, "Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to set down around the outskirts, somewhere close, but not too close. We don't want them to see us coming. And then, Smirks, you'll take the drones in, do a quick sweep, do a scan, see what we can see, and then we'll go in. Okay?
Yes. Yes, I love this plan. Let's do it.
Everything goes well. We all go home. We take the cargo. We take our people, and we go. We go.
Or we die.
Or it
Yeah,
goes,
baby. Let's
or
go.
it goes
Here's the
great,
hope.
and a bunch of wraiths are dead too.
So yeah, you all are you taking Dean with you, or are you letting him just go back?
Smirks is taking
gotta take him
custody
with
of
us.
Dean
Mhm.
and is like dragging him along despite everything.
This is,
Probably.
Yeah.
have you been hanging out with Dean for
Yes,
2 hours,
probably.
3 hours?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Who like a complete like shithead or like a fucking like creep and then just like weirdo clown who wins. I'm sure it was Smirks, but that I'm sure watching that fly on the wall in that conversation was probably hysterical.
Oh yeah, like so it has become quickly apparent that Dean is somebody who just loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
And so like it's a real toss up as to who wins this.
Smirks has definitely threatened to and gotten very close to breaking multiple limbs of Dean, probably.
But do they enjoy themselves?
Oh,
Yes.
But
Still
that's
like
all that
enjoying
matters.
it.
All right.
I feel like Smirks would have been the only person, aside from maybe Jace, maybe who Dean wouldn't have fucking driven up a wall for these couple hours.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Smirks
Yeah.
made it fun.
Yes.
So here's my question to you: is anybody taking? Are you taking the van too, or are you just taking the AV?
Oh, that's a good question. I can't just leave the van here.
Cesar was able to drive the van very simply, and that's like where the drones are at. So we'll be able to follow.
Yeah, that's a good point. The drones are on that. Yeah, I
And
think we should
Cesar
take
wasn't
the
coming
van.
in with us,
Mhm.
right?
Not really.
Yeah,
Or was
he has to be
He sh-
like
He
So
shouldn't.
he can stay with the van then.
Yeah.
I mean he has to be close because the range on that transmitter isn't
Yeah.
far, but like
So like
Yeah.
he'll drive up and he'll stay with the van at whatever location
Cool.
is safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to send a message to Yadviga. Was
Mhm.
that was her name, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to send a message that says, you want to add some vans to the fleet, come pick them up. And there's because I want them to come get the buggy in the other car.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And before
Nice,
we
nice.
leave, if there's time, I want to like drag all the bodies so that they're like near near these vans or near
They
these
know,
cars,
yeah.
We
so
need
that
these
when
too.
they come up,
Yeah.
it's like it's just like a jump scare.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with that,
Free Vika.
as the AV takes up into the night sky, y'all going Rush, you take the controls of the AV and you begin lifting up, and the AV just sort of
pretty.
rises up into the night sky as y'all looking down, seeing the dust clouds billowing out, obscuring the landscape. Before too long, you see yourself. You're looking down at a dark desert, and in the distance to the west, you can see very clearly the brightly lit and sprawling metropolis of Night City as you head on to the Wraith's encampment. And that is where we're gonna call it for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
boy.
them so much, you guys.
So much craziness. Oh,
Wow.
Can't believe I'm flying Navy. That's what you're like. We'll see how well next week.
Oh, I'm gonna make you make some
Yeah.
rolls next time.
I have no skill in that. It's just my
Mhm.
reflex.
This is gonna be a good time.
Same. So we're both just as good. Yeah, same.
Yay.
Oh, I don't think
I
we're an
also
infinite
think-
horizon anymore.
Hey.
Yeah, we're definitely not.
I turned a guy in a Swiss
I'm a
cheese.
much worse pilot than Vina.
All right, everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna get my dice out of my way here. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight for episode 2 of our 3-episode Cyberpunk Red actual play. We before we go, just some quick reminders. We have Ramblemancy this week at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We know it's just kind of a
Just
free
chilling.
yeah, just chilling. We're just hanging out. It's it's the end of the year right before break and we're phoning everything in that we can. So
Ramblemancy, vibes only.
Vibes only, yeah. Head empty, vibes only.
Ramble vibes.
Those are the
Ramble
best
vibes.
Ramblemancies, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
you can come hang out with Freeman, myself, and John on Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on this very channel. We'll be hanging out, talking about anything and everything.
Pretty much.
So come on by, hang out, bring your hashtag and John. Yes, thank you, John. We will be chatting about whatever comes to our heads. We also, just in case you missed it at the beginning of the episode, our winter break this year will be between December 17th, once Ramblemancy is over on the 17th, through January 19th. So a bit of a longer break than we normally do, but we'll be coming back on the 19th with Infinite Horizon. And the week after that, Into Deep will return, our all LGBTQ plus cast, playing some good old D&D. We cannot, in good conscience, call it Waterdeep Dragon Heist anymore because they are so off the
Yeah.
rails. It's just, yeah, it's
That's
just a
amazing.
homebrew
It's
at this
okay.
point.
It's no longer
It's
deep,
better
deep,
this
deep.
way.
This is how we like it.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing.
So yeah, so they'll be coming back on January 25th, and yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm very excited to have them back on the channel. Remember everyone that if you want to keep track of what we're doing, what's going on, do join the Discord. That's where all of our major announcements go to first, especially if there's anything that just sort of comes up last second. So we're also where we tell you all the stuff that's going on. Weekly schedule gets posted there. You can also go there. There's a channel now specifically dedicated to talking about this very show, as well as various other programming. So do join the Discord, and yeah. Lastly, of course, if you want to support us, there are numerous ways that you can do that. You can subscribe to us right here on Twitch, which is very helpful for us. But you can also hit us up on Patreon, where we have all kinds of goodies that come your way, including but not limited to advanced knowledge of things that are coming down the line. We have our tabletop tool chest, which gives you little like seeds of stuff to put into your own TTRPGs or use as writing prompts or what have you. Our media club recommendations, where you can get an idea of the stuff that we've been looking at lately and get our takes on those things and decide whether or not you want to also check those things out. And of course, our Patreon writers room, our world building tier, who actually were responsible for our lovable B team tonight. Yadviga and
Yes.
Kevin, and those folks.
Michael Sarah, the character.
Ebum.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to participate in making some cool stuff that will end up on some of our programming, that's also a thing that you can do. So yeah, all of that and more. I'll go around here and let everybody can kind of say who they are, what they do. We'll start with Drac.
Me. Hi, I'm Drac. Thank you. I like the mask. I just wanted an excuse to wear it. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Draconics. It's DRAKONIQUES. The most recent thing, I guess. I don't know what the word for it is. But the next thing that I'm going to be in, that's the best way to phrase it, is going to be over on Q Times. We're going to be having the season 2 finale of Parliament of Owls. We're going to be coming back hopefully next year, sometime early next year, but we'll see. But yeah, we're going to have the finale. We just arrived at I call it my castle, but I guess it's my character's mother's castle, whatever.
Your castle one day.
Hot
Maybe
vampire
my castle
mom.
one day.
Hot
Yeah, hot
vampire
vampire mom. If you wanna
MILF.
see Jake play Lady Dimitrescu but black, that's the place to find us. And
I
that's at
really
10
do want to see that.
yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Pacific. 7 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, it was fun. Last episode was ridiculous. You can also hear my voice every third Sunday of the month in Actually podcast called Super Hours RPG. I think we recently released a Christmas special or holiday special, actually. But some more stuff's coming out, so keep an eye out for that. There's probably more stuff, but just follow me on Twitter to hear about that.
Sounds good. Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Bruder. I was Delta, who does not have a sniper rifle, but is a sniper in my heart.
I have a sniper rifle, actually.
Might have one now.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I might have a
same.
sniper rifle now. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
do. I like my assault rifle so much.
So good.
I am on Twitter at KKAMABR. All my things are gonna be there. You can catch me on Sunday over on twitch.tv/QTimes for the penultimate episode of season 4 of Power Play, where it's 5 p.m.
Oh my
Pacific,
God.
and we had Xander on last episode, and it was just after like several episodes of like genocide level plot shit, trying to have like an episode, a very goofy lighthearted episode with Xander was like so
Ooh.
beautiful.
Oh,
Anyways, you can watch that. All of it's on YouTube, and we're going into the finale of the season. I'm so stressed. I'm very excited. So come watch us there. Otherwise, anything else that I'm up to will be on Twitter. I have things that are happening that I can't talk about yet. I'm just really excited, so I'll speak vaguely about it, and eventually you will all see it, because I don't have control over when it comes out. But you things eventually.
Awesome. Olivia.
Hi, I'm Olivia. I just played Rush. You can find me on Twitter at Daconic Poetics, and that's where I'm I'm a little up late here. That's where I'll be. Here on Wednesdays. So yeah,
Excellent. Remy.
I don't have anything else going on.
I am Remy, Remy Ripple, Remy Post on Twitter. You can see whatever I'm doing on Twitter. I'm your local illustrator and seamstress. I made these things that I'm wearing because I like just dressing up
so
and being in
cool.
costume. But yeah,
I want that coat, so I want you to have that coat so bad.
I need to make the coat so
I want you to make the coat so bad.
But I make a lot of I'm your multimedia artist. I make anything and everything, and so you can see whatever I'm doing on Twitter at Remy Post. Thank you, Drac.
Follow Remy on Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter.
Awesome.
Jack is always so fast with it.
Freeman.
And I am Freeman Luoma. You can find me on Twitter at free_range_man. I am the resident cryptid here at Rule of Lore. You can find me here playing the tech named Jace for this Cyberpunk Red. I'm also playing Mason on Infinite Horizon, airing on Wednesday, the 19th, coming back soon. And also I'll be here on Ramblemancy, rambling like I've never rambled before.
That's a promise.
You heard it
guys
here.
have
Folks.
That's a Freeman promise.
If you guys haven't seen the Infinite Horizon season finale, that shit killed me, and I'm fucked, dude.
That
You need to watch
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I really
Yep.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Listen.
Our like mid-season
Yeah.
The
break or
mid-season
something.
finale.
Yeah.
Oh my
Finale.
god.
Mid-season,
Finale.
whatever it is. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
Early mid. Who knows?
The before break episode in which
Yes.
all of us screamed for like an hour afterwards.
And I'm Lucas Santana, the cause of all of that.
Yeah.
I am I have been the GM this evening on our Cyberpunk Red actual play Thunder and Blood. But you can also find me here normally at this time, GMing Infinite Horizon, as Freeman just mentioned. Yeah, you can also find me on Twitter at Jenk_Hankins, where I mostly retweet TTRPG stuff and occasionally talk about go on rants that would make my English professors proud. And as I did
Should write an
yesterday.
essay. You should do that.
I'm strongly considering it. You can also find me on Fridays on Ramblemancy, talking about anything and everything. But yeah, you can mostly you'll find me here on Rule of Lore. This is where I'm at. There is one last thing for me to say, and that is that tomorrow, keep an eye on our Twitter, for the cast announcement for our All Goblins holiday themed game called The Gift of Goblins. And we will be making our cast announcement sometime tomorrow. So I'm very excited.
Is this the first time we're playing an in-house made game on the channel? I don't know if I think
I think it is.
that's amazing. That's really
Ooh.
that's very exciting.
Ooh.
I think it is.
I mean, like we built the whole Infinite
Right,
Horizon like
right,
setting,
but
but like
not
this
the
is like
system.
this
Yeah.
is like a
yeah, I mean, like
That's-
it is Honey Heist, but John
this
put
is-
work
yeah.
hacking it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
goblins.
no,
So
he
yeah,
designed
True.
he designed the game.
hmm yeah. So
Oh,
It's
yeah,
our first time.
yeah.
Rule of Lord
About
Witch
time.
original.
Yeah.
It's a really
Hell yeah.
original, yeah.
And that will of course be
Anyways, I thought
GM.
that was fun.
Yeah, no, it'll be GM'd by Jake Kyle of Q Times, who will be here running a game for Chaotic Goblins. It's gonna be very exciting, and I'm really excited for y'all to see the cast. It's incredible, and I guarantee shenanigans, like guarantee them. So yeah, keep an eye out tomorrow for that. So we will see you hopefully on Friday for Ramblemancy, but if not, we will see you the next time. You just had to come roll with us. Good night and good zone, everybody, and thank you so much once again for coming
Night.
and hanging out with us this evening. Good zone.